This is Jonah Hill, and you're listening to the only podcast that matters.
Bro gang, we are joined by the D-boy Pinoy, the king of cunnilingus, your dick on mosquito, he's smashing pussy that smell like Cool Ranch Dorito, the Bruiser Brigade boss man, the rhyme scheme circular but the teeth straight, the green screen governor, skinny jeans cost most rappers a rack, his skinny jeans cost him a record deal, the Don Dada of the dental work, the monologue maestro, the Muay Thai titan, he going Michelin star mode the way he eat out, the sultan of self-care, the genre-bending general, the Newport #1, the Austin Admiral, from the plastic-covered couch to your mom's house, rapper, podcaster, Danny Brown. Danny, how are you?
Oh my God, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, I was stuck at D-Boy Pinoy. Oh,
right up top. Not many
crazy.
people know that you got that Asian blood coursing through your veins, right?
I'm trying to let it fly. I'm trying to let them know. This is a big part of who I am, you know. I was just talking about earlier. I mean, just, you know, growing up in Detroit or just in general, my like I said, I had young parents, so, and I was the first child. So I think that's where I became like
a psycho?
Yeah. I'm like, why y'all just didn't stop at me?
How many siblings you have?
2 brothers, 2 sisters.
Oh, nice.
Are any of them rappers as well? Or podcasters?
Nah. But so I would live with my Filipino grandma just so I can be the only child.
Is it true that you first got interested in clothing because all the fucking dope boys and drug dealers would get their like furs done at her dry cleaning?
Yeah.
Spot?
No, that's how I came up on a lot of clothes.
Oh, like boosted?
No, what happened was when I was in which changed my life, probably fucked my life up. Actually, what happened, I was working at the cleaners. She would let me work there in the summers and shit, like just helping around and stuff. And one time this drug dealer, man, he just left a shit ton of clothes at the cleaners, like Tommy Hilfiger, Nautica, Guess, furs, leathers, just his whole like wardrobe. And I guess he went to jail or got killed. You know when you leave your clothes in the cleaner after so many days, and
it's like a 60-day policy or whatever.
Finders keepers.
So I was able
so you
to
got
take
fresh as fuck then.
in the summertime. So when school started, I couldn't wait. So all I had to do was just buy shoes. And I just bought a shit ton of shoes, and then
was he like the exact same size as you, just like worked out?
Like probably a little bit bigger.
Okay,
but it was the era of big clothes then, so it didn't really even matter.
Damn,
the ultimate come up, bro.
If only Tony Yayo brought you to 50 then.
Man, so it was crazy because I had like 5 Nautica coats.
Wait, furs too? Like legit? You got?
No, he had. It was a couple furs, it was a couple leathers, like pelly leathers, but the actual like winter coats, like big ass Nautica coats and polo coats.
So you were in high school
like
rocking like a mink from a drug dealer who was either locked up or murdered?
Yeah, I did.
Frank White type shit.
Yeah, dude.
One day I showed up to school wearing a mink coat and some gator boots. And yeah, it was a big deal.
How did that fuck your life up though? You just were like, yo, I need this.
Because I became like one of the most popular kids in the school.
Oh.
I really went from ashy to classy.
Real quick.
The
like
curse of success.
My 9th grade year, I was like the fucking weirdo nerd that fucking wore fatigue pants and Timberlands every day and listened to Wu-Tang, and I was that guy.
And then your Shaolin shit.
And then I came back like straight up, swagged up, next level. So yeah, teenage pregnancy was on the way.
Well, yeah, it's the pick up the fur at the dry cleaners to teenage pregnancy pipeline.
And then that's what it turned to. Next thing you know, that was
baby
my
daddy.
That was my high school life. You know, everybody had that one couple in school walking around together. She pregnant as hell, and all the teachers like, look at them. Their whole life is ruined. That was me. I was that guy.
Little did they know that you were only just getting started.
You want to dress like a grown man, you got to act like a grown man.
Exactly.
Which is a perfect segue. Danny, the first thing we want to do is a little fit check. We're going to walk the audience at home through everything that you wore today. The choice for you is, do you want to start top down or you want to go bottom up?
I go bottom up.
Thank God. There he is, dude. All right, what kicks do we have today?
I wore the Supreme Jordans.
The 5s.
Yeah.
Those are looking good. I feel like you don't see them that much in New York. Like they were hot when they dropped, but now it's like more of like a low-key flex.
Yeah, I had them, and I just never really wore them. Now I'm just starting to just wear all the stuff.
You a big Jordan guy?
I mean, I just think coming up in the Midwest, you have to be.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
no
a
choice.
staple. Yeah, it's like a staple, you know?
Yeah.
And,
what are the socks?
these Adidas socks, I didn't have any socks. I took these from my girl.
They're looking kind of. They're holding on for
no shows.
Yeah, they're holding on for dear life.
Oh yes, these are. Yeah, I didn't have any socks, so I'm like, bitch, you ain't got no socks in your bag. She gave me these 90s Carhartt double knees.
Very nice. Someone painted in those for you. Clearly,
I know. You know this how we rocking
it's
now.
blue collar stolen valor. That's what we say.
This is how we rocking now.
Are you a big vintage guy?
Yes, that's all I am.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, except for the Jordans.
I mean, no, those are kind of vintage.
Yeah, if they were on ice long enough, you know.
Those are kind of vintage. Yeah,
But being from Detroit, is Carhartt like?
It's got to be, right?
that's God.
Yeah, it's Eminem and Carhartt.
Jay Dilla and Carhartt.
Jay Dilla and Carhartt. Okay, all right.
General Motors.
Know your audience.
Yeah, Jay Dilla and Carhartt.
Moving on
yeah.
up.
The T.
Norse Projects.
Ooh.
That how you pronounce it?
Yeah,
Yes.
that is absolutely correct. Shout out Norris, dude.
Carhartt Straight Rat collab.
With the matching jacket.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Look at that, dude. That was intentional, or was it just like, oh shit?
I actually just got that when I got here. Dart
Oh.
gave it to me, so shouts out to Dart. Came through.
Shout out to Dart Parker.
And then what about the wristwear, dude?
Yachtmaster Rolex.
Very nice. Are you a big watch guy?
Huge watch guy.
How many watches are in your collection?
I mean, I give them away.
oh, word?
Yeah.
How do you get one from Danny Brown? How do you get a Rollie from Danny?
When I lose it and you find it.
You're out here losing Rolex?
That would happen all the time. Like when I would go on tour, we called it the Where's My Rolex tour. 'Cause
Dude, where's my Rolex?
I would wake up, that'd be the first thing in the morning. I'd be like, where's my Rolex? Anybody see my watch? Anybody see my watch? And then somebody would find it. And after the end of
It's
the tour,
in a stripper in Amsterdam.
Yeah, it's in a stripper's ass, dude.
whoever found the Rolex the most, I'd be like, you know what? You can just
Is that
have
because
it.
like when you were like about to get busy, you're like, yo, let me take off the fucking
No,
nice
I
shit?
think I'm just where I always get the most uncomfortable watch.
Oh,
So when next thing I know, when I'm drunk and you just take it off and just leave it anywhere because you just, you're like, ugh. Like even this watch is so fucking heavy, man.
yeah,
I
it's
hate
a
this
beast,
goddamn
dude.
watch.
It's man tips and Rollies.
Yeah.
It's your onus. What about
Yeah.
the little
Yeah, the
dog
necklace.
tag?
Oh, Chrome Hearts.
Okay.
Ooh.
Low
Nice
key.
and subtle.
Yeah, not blinged out, just like a dog tag. Easy.
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of chrome?
I did. I keep giving it away.
What I'm hearing is it pays to be in
Either-
your fucking orbit because
I lose it or I give it away. I lose it.
Well,
or I give
you're
it
sipping
away.
on some 1942, so maybe I'll end up with a Rolex by the end of this podcast,
Yo.
you know?
Maybe.
I swear
Or
to
some
God.
chrome.
You
dude.
might get lucky. You might get lucky.
What about the panties, Danny?
Yeah, we ask everyone. What
What you
underwear?
mean?
The underwear.
Oh, my drawers?
Yeah, your drawers.
I don't wear no drawers.
Really?
Word?
Even with the heavy Carhartts?
Super free ball.
On the fucking duck canvas?
Yeah.
All right,
Does your
dude.
dick have a callus on it? Like,
No, it gives it personality. You've been through a lot in life.
Wait, so straight up, even in like a New York summer, you're here performing, no draws.
I got a bidet.
Ooh.
tell me more.
That booty hole pristine. So I can do it.
Is it like a Toto?
Yeah.
It's the Rolex of bidets.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
the best.
shit.
I have one
Yeah.
too.
With the worm.
Yeah, it can give you restaurant recommendations. it blows
Bidets
your
are
ass
life
dry.
changing, man.
That's what I've been saying to Lawrence. He needs to get
I
one.
bought one, but it was too confusing to install, so I returned it. Well,
I just
actually,
do-
they don't let you return it because they
It's-
don't
yeah,
know if
gently
you
used
it,
bidet.
but, like, yeah, we
Sold that shit on Grilled.
Yeah.
I be sitting on that motherfucker astral projecting. Close my eyes. Like,
Just manifesting.
Dog. Sometimes when you cut it on a little too strong, that water coming with that pressure is a little different, man. That
Start
motherfucker-
feeling it in your throat.
That shit be biting. It's like, damn.
So to just recap here, Danny Brown does not wear underwear ever.
I'm talking shit. I wear Saks.
Okay.
Saks branded underwear?
Saks
Yeah,
Fifth
they call it
Avenue?
Saks.
Okay.
No, it's actually my favorite underwear brand because they come like with you can put your balls.
Oh, this is not Saks Fifth Avenue. This is a brand called like Saks.
SAX.
Oh, it's got like a pouch for your balls.
They got a
and-
pouch
For
for
your
your
balls.
balls, and you sit your balls in the pouch. So I love them. That's my favorite underwear brand.
So it's like
I
a-
didn't own them, and it say "Get off my sacks."
Yeah. It's like a diner. It's like a diner booth.
Yeah.
You're
You
nuts.
need an endorsement deal. dude.
Everybody need a ball pouch.
Yeah. Dark, can we get
Real.
this man a fucking Saks deal?
Yeah, what
Have you ever sat on your
Oh,
balls?
he's got them too.
See? Look, you can't make this up.
Wait, so these are the best boxer briefs
Yes.
in the game? Wait,
Bro.
boxer briefs or briefs?
They boxer briefs.
Okay.
But me personally now, since I'm grown up, I just like straight up the nuns.
Yeah.
I
And your
don't like
nuts, they descend over time. So if anything,
The
like,
midgets get to hanging.
yeah.
You got low hanging
That's,
fruit
that's
now.
gravity, dude.
But the
That's
clack is
it.
clack.
Yeah.
Well, if you ever sat on your balls before by mistake,
I
It's
mean,
rough.
that's-
you realize why you need sex.
See,
That's their tagline. You ever sat on your balls? Buy Saks.
Buy sex, you got
Damn,
a
dude.
nice little cup for them. Sit them in there. They're pretty expensive too for a
Really?
underwear brand to be honest. Yeah,
I mean, they're They have a dick chamber.
There's a proprietary
yeah.
sack
That's what it is.
technology.
You're right.
dude.
You're right. But that's crazy. This nigga wearing sacks too.
It's like the little chart where Saddam Hussein was hiding. That's like your balls in the sacks. You know,
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you take good care of your underwear region, the bidet, the sacks.
Yeah.
I'm old.
Yeah, this
You
comes from
have to,
experience.
That's all I got right now.
You're
Just I'm left with
balls
Nuts
in your
and
asshole.
reputation.
nuts and bolts. That's all I got now. This is the end. You know when you get to the end.
And you're sipping on some Don Julio 1940.
I know. It's just, drinking is bad for me.
Simple. Keep it simple and nice. Drink is bad for you.
Yeah, because I drink a lot.
How much?
I mean,
Like every day of the week?
No, fuck no. When I'm at home, I try my best not to drink, but for the most part, like when I'm out in the free world,
Well, this is like a work trip. So
when
you're
my
going,
girl
like,
let me, when my girl let me outside, I'm boozing every day.
in her socks, no less.
In her socks.
Boozing in his girl's socks, man. What a fucking.
I mean, this is like you're here for Rolling Loud, right?
Yeah.
So is this like a work trip? Is this kind of like, do you treat it like vacation?
Yeah, exactly. That's
so you're boozing extra hard while you're here?
Mm-hmm. That's
You've gotten after it while you're in New York?
Oh, what are you talking about? I just woke up from a booze nap.
It is 5:50.
Yeah, to be clear.
Which is fine.
It's dinner time.
I was boozing at like 11:30 a.m.
This morning?
Yes.
Oh, on the podcast.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is you have no self-control.
That's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is.
We're working on it. Again, you're a work in progress.
Yeah.
At 41?
You're a Carhartt work in
It
progress.
might be the progress. It might be just that progress.
We've progressed
Yeah, we progressed.
up to this point.
Yeah, which could go in the wrong direction for sure.
Well, that is a...
But it does keep me out of trouble in some sense.
the booze
How?
does?
Because you fall asleep at noon?
Oh, I actually went to the cellar last night. They wouldn't let me
The
in.
comedy cellar.
Yeah, they
Why
wouldn't.
not?
I was
You were
too drunk.
The only
I
man
went
to ever
with-
get denied to go into the comedy
I went with
cellar.
Ari Shafir. I'm like, damn, I'm with you.
Were you going to do some stand-up?
No, I mean, I've never been to the cellar, and we were actually just talking about it. Like, I need to go to the cellar, check it out. I've never been.
Damn.
And then Ari was like, I'm going to go do a set real quick. I'm like, oh, shit, I'm going with you.
Did you try to flex on the doorman like, do you know who I am?
I mean, and that never ends well for you. You know, it almost might be worse.
So stars, they are just like us. Because
Yeah,
it wouldn't
exactly.
work for just normal fucking bozos, but you would think Danny Brown,
No,
you know.
that happened to me a lot.
Getting denied at the door?
Yeah,
Because you're just too drunk all the time?
Yes, that has happened to me in New York. It's always New York.
Damn.
But I get it though. You know, you don't want a drunk guy in a comedy club where you're supposed to be quiet and you know.
Oh, right,
You got to
yeah.
be nice. You're like, oh, this nigga's coming in here to.
You got
cause trouble.
heckler just written all
Well,
over
you're
you.
in
Yeah.
the comedy world now. Like,
I
don't-
know. I was
you
coming
know
to
the
see Ari.
etiquette.
Yeah, I was coming to see Ari. I wasn't coming to do shit. Matter of fact, he's about to sober me up.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Would you say you have more stand-up friends or rapper friends at this point in your
Stand up
life?
friends
Oh,
for
shit.
sure. Yeah, I don't got no rap friends.
Who's more fun to hang out with?
As far as stand up world,
No, stand-up friends or rapper friends?
Probably stand up friends.
Aren't most of those guys sober, though,
Oh,
ironically?
stand up guys.
Yeah.
Or really fucked up?
Yeah, or
It's
really
one or
fucked
the
up.
other,
Yeah,
right?
it's one or the other. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's one or the other.
It's
But I
either
feel
like
like with
someone sober or
rappers,
Burt Kreischer, dude.
I feel like rappers is more like a boring thing
Oh, really?
to hang out like because you know we're rappers we can't really ain't like we could.
But
just
you
go.
have a lot of personality.
But this is what I'm saying. Like most of my rap friends is like it'd be a big deal if you just see us hanging out in
Huh.
public or walking around doing just normal shit.
If it's not like
I feel like
work-related.
comedians in their head, that's normal to them. Like
just
I
regular-
would
they're
do
regular
that.
people.
I don't have a problem with just walking around. I
Yeah.
don't care about getting stopped or anything like that. But I feel like most rappers they're like scared to like.
Or it's like they're too cool for school.
Yeah,
kind
too
of?
school for school kind of shit. Where you know, with comedians, we hanging out.
They're
We
men
doing
of the
whatever we
people.
want.
I get it.
We-
It's
we doing
A
shit.
difference in occupation, I
Yeah.
guess.
Mhm.
Okay.
Speaking of rappers, Danny, let's get into the meat and potatoes of the podcast now that it's a complete
The
fit
nuts
check,
and bolts.
complete drink check, not the nuts and bolts. You are working on a new album
Mhm.
of music.
Yeah,
What can we expect, just generally speaking?
I wouldn't say I'm working on it. The motherfucker been doing it for like 3 years.
Where's that?
On the shelf?
Talk to the record label. And
Oh, yeah?
but yeah, no. It's a very in my story arc of creating albums, almost like how I look at it like movies or some shit or
Okay.
albums or whatever. This is like my most sad. This is my drama. This
Oh, no.
Oh, word?
yeah. I don't think it's too much comedy in this one.
So it's not like booty shaking
I can't
music.
listen to it. Last time I listened to it, I took mushrooms and cried.
Really?
Like a bitch.
So you're like switching up the sound. You're continuing the Danny Brown method of just like trying new kind of genre bending, trying new
The
sounds with this one.
evolution.
Yeah, I would say it's still because even like I always be like, man, this sounds kind of normal to me or like that. And when you listen to the average rap, and they're like, this ain't normal. What are you talking about?
Ain't nothing normal about you, bro.
Yeah, this ain't normal rap music.
this like
I
the-
know what you're talking about.
Is the dark side of Danny Brown that we're gonna get?
No, this is sad. I would say it's more sad. It's gaslighting.
You're gaslighting yourself?
I'm gaslighting my fan base.
Are you gonna be able to like perform it?
So are
live?
y'all fuck?
Or you're gonna
No,
be like
fuck
crying
no.
on stage, dude.
Fuck no, this album ain't gonna be performed.
It's like we're going from grown up. Okay, everyone's hyped, and now
Yeah, yeah.
now we're gonna cry.
But I feel like I've been on this trajectory. If people come,
Well, with the
You were due
podcast-
for a depressing ass album.
yeah, I think it was due. Yeah, I think it was
with
coming.
the podcast, the Danny Brown show, you're like incredibly open. It's like you're like it's therapeutic almost.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Exactly
You
what it
speak
is.
and like talk about like your personal evolution and struggles and shit.
Mhm.
Is that kind of emblematic of what we're gonna hear on the new album?
No, because that was just a moment in time.
Okay.
It pretty much. I mean, I made it during COVID, during
Okay.
quarantine and all that shit. I mean, I was literally supposed to do a European tour when we got shut down.
Canceled.
I had so many festivals that summer, so it went from I had a lot coming in to now nothing's coming in and everything's going out.
Did that fuck you up?
And yes, of course it did. And then I went through a huge breakup.
Damn.
So
you're on your emo shit.
Sold my house.
No bread, no bitches, hence the depressing ass album.
Sold my house, moved to a condo downtown, tried to be a hoe.
How'd that go?
Yeah.
How was your
tell
hoe?
us about that?
How was your hoe
It was
phase?
going good till quarantine happened. It was going great. I was like having to I had like a second life. I was living my
Fauci cost,
second act.
Fauci
got his groove back.
Fauci cost this man so much
that.
pussy.
It was literally like that. I had the E.O. Frasier apartment downtown, telling bitches pull up.
Frasier was a podcaster.
Yeah, he's the OG. He's the original, bro.
You're right. I never thought about that. But yeah, I was on my Frasier shit, and then it was locked down because I was living in a hotel. Not how you have residences at the top of a hotel. So that was so cool because all the amenities was at the bottom.
Sure.
I couldn't get like delivered. Like it was cool to live there.
I came in his castle.
But once everything got shut down, it was no reason to be there. You couldn't even have guests,
Right.
Because it was so I would have to sneak bitches up, do shit like that.
Like a dormitory or something.
It was
Like
bro.
you're
It's
back
like
at
in
your parents'
prison
place or something.
It was like being in prison.
Yeah, the conjugal visits, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
It was scary. But the cool thing, my studio wasn't too far from it.
Okay.
So I would just be going to my studio every day and hanging out there. But yeah, so I have no choice but to start making music. And so I made
You had to make this album.
Yeah, so I made the album and, I gave it to them. And they're like, oh, shit.
Well, it sounds like a fucking bummer. I cannot wait to listen, dude.
It's still fun. It's still Danny Brown at the end of the day.
But it's Danny Brown in his no hose era. Which is a very sad
very
thing.
counterintuitive,
I wouldn't
dude.
say it was a no hose era because I was like doing an 8-ball of coke a day and fucking drinking a fifth of liquor every day. And it was like 4 bitches all the time.
Okay. But that was light work.
Which for you is depressing.
That's light work.
I'm crying.
Yeah, for the average person, that would be the best thing that ever
I'm
happened.
crying in the club. This is my reach out. This is my call out for help, to be honest.
You cried in the club like you sat on your nuts.
Yes. But thankful I met the girl that I'm with now.
Right.
Yeah.
And
It
that
all
was the whole
came
thing.
up.
Because
Yeah.
that's what I would be going to Austin all the time.
Mm.
And every time I go up there, I'll be like, man, she would like really take care of me and shit.
So you moved to Austin to be with your girl?
Yes, that and the podcast.
Right.
I mean, it was almost like I used to talk to Tom all the time during the pandemic and COVID shit. But he was always just telling me like, man, you need to get on stage. You need to write.
Yep.
Figure out. And I'm like, man. And he's like, man, you should do a podcast. I'm like, man, I'm not doing a podcast. I'll do a podcast if you do it.
Right.
I'd
Like
be
as a
with you.
guest or whatever.
Like, if he produce it.
Oh, I see.
You know, because it's hard work doing this
Is
stuff.
it? I mean,
Yes. Yes, it is.
So much hard work, man.
Not for you.
yeah.
It's hard work. So, and then one day I was just talking to him on FaceTime. He's like, I'm moving to Austin. I was like, what? Like, I go to Austin all the time. Like, I'm moving to Austin too then.
Hell yeah.
It was just like that. And literally.
Beautiful,
But
dude.
I moved there and,
Everything
she
changed.
took care of me for a whole year.
Beautiful.
And then, because it didn't like I moved there and we started the podcast instantly. I moved there first.
Right,
and then
right.
everything. He was still building the studio and doing everything. And, just immersing myself in the community out there, meeting all the comedians, everybody, hanging out with everybody.
Now you're
Like I
part
was
of the
kind of
scene- now you're
friends
part of
with
the
everybody
scene.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like
Totally.
are you like now like a local celeb? Like you get that love in Austin, just like chilling.
I get so much love in Austin. It's I
The
mean,
weirdos, the weird recognize weird, right?
I guess because like even like in Detroit, that's one thing I do love about it is that it has a like they don't have a they like I don't give a fuck type of mentality. Like if I go to a bar or something, they're like everybody in the bar, the entire bar can know who I am, but no one will acknowledge.
No
it.
one's fanning out. Or
No
whatever.
one's there. They're like, Danny, so what? Fuck it. But in Austin, it's like, oh my God, free drinks all night.
What you prefer?
They fucking put my music on. I'm like, I don't feel like listening to my music in some random
So is that
restaurant
like, do you
right
like
now.
that or is that weird?
It's super weird, but it's love. And
Yeah.
it makes you feel appreciated, kind of.
Better than music than putting on your podcast in the middle of the restaurant, right?
That would suck.
It's like, all right,
That
I'm
would
just going to
suck.
monologue about mushrooms or not that.
would
I mean,
suck.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
exactly.
but they do that a lot. And I mean, I guess it's love, man.
Yeah.
It makes me feel.
it's just it's
just
love.
make you
It's
feel
love
love.
Texas style.
Yeah, it make you feel love.
Everything's
Danny,
bigger
I
in
want to go
Texas,
back
equal
to
love.
I want to go back to earlier in your career. So you were in the XXL Freshman Class of 2012, freshman as a 31-year-old man. That year's lineup is pretty fucking stacked. So we just want to very quickly just play a quick game where we're going to say the other classmates and just tell us the first thing that pops in your head. Lawrence, you want to go first?
Yeah, future.
Future, a lot of lean.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
French Montana.
fake furs.
He was wearing the bear.
Yeah, on the cover. On the cover. That fucking bear head. He looks ridiculous.
Chris Montana is actually cool. Like I've hung around him like a lot of times, and I'm always like cracking jokes. Like part 2, the Coke boy should have been beat me up.
Right.
Yeah. I'm like one of those guys that's pushing buttons a little too far. So shouts out to French. They have restraint.
Yeah, the Fanute, the God.
Yeah. Friend of the show, ironically enough, one of your classmates, Macklemore.
Macklemore is great. FC Sounders.
Yeah.
The whitest sentence that's ever come out of your mouth. Speaking of which, Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh, man. He's disgusting.
Cleveland boy.
He's just nasty.
Emo. You talk about stolen valor. That's emo stolen valor.
I ain't gonna lie though. One time I did a situation with him.
What do you mean?
Like a show. We played a show together, but
okay.
we were staying at like the same hotel, and this nigga literally had like just lines of bitches at his hotel room. They was just
when he said
lined up.
discussing me like he's a filthy, nasty boy.
Yeah, spitting booty hole type niggas.
Did you get any pussy runoff from him?
Fuck no. But I was like, this is bizarre. I didn't know. Like I've heard stories of guys that could do shit like this, but I didn't know this was like
Oh,
this.
damn.
They were literally just lined up at this door, and he was just opening it up like.
He's just like running through him like
a couple
fucking-
bitches go out, a couple bitches come in, a couple bitches go out.
Is this when he was rapping or when he became like a...
No, this is before. This is the rap shit.
Okay. All right.
Iggy Azalea.
Iggy Azalea. One time Iggy Azalea, I had to play a show with her, and we supposed to share a dressing room, but she wouldn't let me share the dressing room. So she's selfish.
Wait, what venue
It was a segregated dressing room?
Yeah, I mean, we were playing a show together in Miami. It was actually during Art Basel, and but I guess she got to the dressing room before me, and she had her security and everybody else. Yeah, and they like wouldn't let
Shotgun.
me- Like, bitch, we supposed to share the dressing room. They like, no, fuck that.
So she's selfish.
Yeah, she's selfish.
All right. Roscoe Dash.
He an Uber driver now.
Really?
Stop.
I can't make this up.
Where?
In Atlanta.
Him and
Damn.
Young Jock, bro.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But you know what? There's honor in that. There's honor in work.
Yeah.
For
I
sure.
mean,
That's good, honest work. People need that service.
Have you ever had him as an Uber driver? What do you think his rating is?
Yo, if Roscoe Dash is my Uber driver, I don't care how bad the ride. He's getting 5 stars, dude.
Yeah.
Do you think he's like low key putting his
It
music
kind
on?
of sounds like an Uber service anyway.
Roscoe DoorDash.
Yeah. It's almost like this is he graduated to this. This is what he really was supposed to be. Like the rap was just
This was your God-given talent.
Yes, his God-given talent was an Uber driver, man.
Yeah.
So
My man-
of course he's 5 stars.
I mean, is dashing.
Yes.
Ross Go.
Roscoe Dash. That's crazy. I haven't heard that name in a minute.
What did he have? No hands? That was a banger, bro.
It was great.
Waka
That was great.
Flocka?
Yeah.
I think you know what it was. That era of that style of music, they were just way ahead of their time.
True.
And I feel like a lot of those artists,
right?
I feel like a lot of those artists, like if it would have been like 3 years later, like with that type of sound, this shit would have been crazy. That would have been narrated. That would have been everything.
He wouldn't have been an Uber driver today.
I think he wants to be an Uber driver.
Right. We should.
With
That
that
was
name.
his-
With that name.
That was
again.
his life. This is what he was built to be.
He had the drive in him.
This is what he was built to do, man.
Don Tripp.
He's an amazing lyricist.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's his shit? Step Brothers, right?
With
With
him and Starlito.
yeah, shit is fucking gas. Well, I
Yes.
guess I haven't done one in a minute, right?
Yeah. But yeah, I think, that's another one of those stories of just being, I think, ahead of your time.
Yeah.
And then knowing that you're so good at rap and you probably just feel underappreciated.
Mm.
And then it kind of like fucks with your confidence a little bit with it.
Are you speaking from experience a little bit there? Or
Yeah, I guess so. But I feel like Don Tripp is like one of those artists too, because he's supposed to, he's crazy.
Yeah.
Wasn't meant to be a Uber driver.
Yeah.
He
He was meant to be a rapper.
Although
Yes.
Don Tripp, you know? Taking Uber
Here we go, dog.
He's the Don of trips, dude.
Here we go. Yeah, I seen this. He still make music and stuff. Though.
Yeah.
I seen him not too long ago.
All right, Danny, what about Hobson?
Oh shit.
He was in your cipher.
And
And he says the F word
Yeah.
famously.
for real?
Yeah, dude. We watched
with
it
with
in
his
prep for
contact
this.
lenses.
Yeah. He was a fucking bozo, dude. Come on, man. That was like school shooter rap. His shit was school shooter rap, right? That's like, nobody understands me. I'm gonna fucking kill you at school tomorrow. Don't come to school.
And then there's almost like chip on his shoulder kind of shit. Like that's one thing I do hate about rappers when they got to like, I'm dope. You can't tell him dope. I'm nice, nigga. Listen to this shit. I'm fire. Why y'all not respecting me? Y'all like him? Y'all like this shit over me? Look how dope my shit is. That's that kind of rap. It's like, come on, man.
And finally, Kid Ink.
Kid Ink was a very nice guy.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
We shared the tour. We shared a tour manager, so
Oh, nice.
Oh shit. Okay. Shout
he
out
was
Kid
always cool. Anytime we hung together or whatever.
Ink. He
was
now
always
works
nice.
at Dunkin' Donuts.
No, he
I'm
doesn't,
kidding.
man.
Where's the tattoo shop?
No, he doesn't, man. Kid Ink is actually pretty cool.
Nice. Well, it's good to. It's good that. I mean, that's
That's
a
fun.
stacked. That's a stacked fucking class of 2012 right there, and I'm sure they all have amazing things to say about you.
Or do they?
No,
Fuck
come
no.
on, of course they do. You don't think French
You're
Montana is
pressing
going to say
buttons.
nice things about you?
I mean, he was just like, he a funny nigga.
yeah.
That's what everybody says.
He's silly.
He's a pretty
goofy.
funny guy.
You know what he says about Roscoe Dash? He fanute the coop.
Yeah. Literally. 'cause
Uber
driver
joke.
flew the coop.
Oh my God. Here you guys go, man.
Danny, I got to ask this, man. Was your line "stank pussy smelling like Cool Ranch Doritos" on the song Monopoly inspired by a singular vagina, or is it just an incredible, hilarious?
No,
bar?
I've never smelled a vagina that actually smelled like Cool Ranch Doritos. I think it was
Okay.
just something funny I came up
Do you ever
with.
smell any pussy that smells like a penguin?
No.
So this is just like poetry
These
that
are
stems from
genius
the brain.
breakouts.
Yeah, it's just Adderall. Coming
Adderall,
up with
Admiral.
shit. But I get the penguin one. The penguin one because
It's aquatic.
the Detroit Zoo,
Oh,
they
stink.
had a exhibit called Penguin Area.
How does-
And we
Wait,
would
that's
go
what they
there.
called it, Penguin
And we
Area?
would go there on school trips, and it was just like a big ass thing full of penguins.
How'd it smell?
Oh my!
The guy who
God.
named that needed some Adderall. That's the
Oh
laziest
my
name I've
God,
ever heard in my
it's the
life.
nastiest smelling thing you can possibly think of. So I think that's where that line comes from. Because penguins eat fish.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, so it's just
That makes more
And they
sense.
just like shit everywhere.
just fish and nasty penguins, man. Part two, people always tell me I'm built like a penguin.
What?
You're pretty tall, though.
Yeah, but
An emperor penguin.
but when I'm
maybe.
naked, it's like I'm all belly. It's like I'm
you come waddling in.
yeah, it's like I'm all middle. Girls are like, you built like a penguin.
You're all torso.
Yeah.
All right, here's a question for you, Danny.
I only look tall in clothes.
If you had to have the pussy smell like any types of chips or snack, like if you could choose, what would you go with?
Pickled onion monster munch.
Oh, very quick answer.
That sounds terrible, but I guess it's your favorite snack.
Can you describe that smell?
Monster munch is a very that's a UK snack, right?
Okay.
If you go over there, they got monster munches. The chip is like a paw.
It's shaped like a paw?
Yeah, like a paw.
Is it like a crisp or is it like a puffy 3D Dorito type deal?
It's a puffy situation, but
It
it's a
smells
puffy situation.
delicious.
That pussy
But
fat.
they got pickled onion, which
Ooh.
it sounds retarded. Like you'll be like,
Right,
pickled
right.
onion. Why
But
would
it's
I want this?
delicious.
Oh, it's amazing. So every time I touch down in the UK, that's the first thing I do. Go get some pickled onion monster munches. I was actually getting cases of this shit off Amazon and shit.
Are you force feeding a girl like bags of pickle munch, whatever the fuck?
I feel like I can. It's a great air freshener too, because I could just like have
Really?
random open bags in my hotel room, and I can like smoke weed and like do shit, and when nobody notice. Like the pickled onion is boofing. So like I'd be good. Like you could just open a bag of pickled onion. Housekeeping don't know.
Oh, true. Yeah. It's a good mask.
Don't you
Yeah.
microwave popcorn to mask the weed smell in hotels?
Yeah, but most nice hotels don't have microwaves.
I was gonna say that's
So it's
that's
really
rare.
it's the pickled onion.
That's a Motel 6 shit. You know what I'm saying? With microwaves in the room. So yeah.
Early on in your career, what was the first moment you can remember where you kind of were like, it was like a pinch me moment where you could not believe how far you had made it, and you knew that like rap was you were a rapper.
you had arrived. Thank you, Dart.
That's a good question.
Did you like look out on a stage and just, like thousands of people?
No,
Was it,
when I
like-
was getting acknowledged by people that I looked up to.
Okay.
Such as
And
like
stuff like that. Like I think I've met all my heroes kind of.
What was
like,
what was the first big cosign that really meant a lot to you?
Tony Yayo.
Oh
yeah?
yeah.
I lived with Tony Yayo for like a half a year, like 6
In the
months.
studio or
some
like
shit.
in
in
his
his
crib?
actual house.
Damn.
I used to,
What
bro.
was the situation? What was the living situation at Yayo's crib?
It was great. It was actually
You had
nice,
like a
man.
full
He's
guest
he's
room,
He's
or-
a full. I mean, everybody got the man cave type of situation.
Sure.
He had the man cave and he had his studio, so I would just like sleep on the couch in the man cave. But dog, I got to the point. He did give me. I had my own bedroom for a minute. But
Nice.
I did have my own little room there.
What's
Yeah.
your relationship like these days with Yayo? You
I haven't seen him since then.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who are the other heroes that you got cosigns from?
Oh,
eventually?
I mean, like E40.
Oh wow.
Meeting him was a big deal.
Yeah.
Meeting him, like my favorite rappers was like Nas. Then I met Nas, had a great conversation with him. Dizzy Rascal.
Oh,
was
shit.
always a big. Oh, and
Fix up, look sharp, baby.
I would say a big one was LP too.
Oh,
just
sick.
becoming friends with LP because Def Jux was a big part of my life.
Yeah,
in a part of my
instrumental for sure.
rap career. Like
Who's someone you met that like disappointed you? Like the whole never meet your heroes. If you could be so bold as to maybe fill us in, but someone that
I
like
think I'm that guy. I
really
don't think I
no
ever
way,
met-
dude.
I don't think I ever met someone that I felt too short.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, because I was just like fanning out. We were in like Hawaii, and I seen him, and then he was at this party and everything, and I just kept trying to talk to him like, yo, sure, I'm Danny, because I grew up off that shit. You know what I'm saying? But he's like, man, I'm fucking with these hoes right now. I mean, he was very, it was a very too short thing to do.
Yeah.
But
He's
I
trying
was
to talk to
very-
Blowjob Betty.
But I was very sad about it. I'm like, man, he could have hung out with me. Fuck these bitches.
I had a very similar experience. The one time I tried to meet Dave Chappelle, he was like, yo, can you not see like I'm a little busy right now, bro? I get it.
Yeah, I met Dave too. I had my whole thing with him too.
How'd that go?
I got him too fucked up.
Too fucked Dave?
Yeah, this is what happened.
Was this what can't hang with you?
But this at the time I used to smoke backwoods, but I would put a worm of wax in it.
Bro. You have a problem.
Like I would twist, like make these long like strands of wax, and I would like lace my backwoods. So whatever. I went to Dave Chappelle show, and we were talking like crazy, and out of nowhere, it was Big Sean's dad. He was backstage.
Big Sean.
Yeah, big Sean. He was like
Big Sean Senior,
and he was talking to Dave, and he was saying shit like, we was at Wiz Khalifa crib the other night. We was smoking big blunts. We was doing it. And I was like, oh, Dave, I got some dope on me right now if you want to smoke. And Dave like, oh yeah, I want to smoke. I want to smoke. So then now I lit up the worm backwood. Now we smoking it, and then he was like, oh, he whipped out some whiskey, like, oh, we gonna have a drink now. And I knew it was going bad because like maybe like halfway through it, he just looked at me in my eyes, like, man, I'm smoking and I'm drinking before the show. This is the most unprofessional shit ever.
How does set go?
And this is the set that he bombed, like the craziest bomb.
It's your fault.
Yes, it was. I mean, I don't know if it was my fault.
Danny, it was your fault.
It was crazy. He actually talked about this on Big Sean's last album. He had a whole like fucking interlude where he tells the actual story.
Did you get like name dropped and shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, the last time he came to Detroit, he put Danny Brown Presents Dave Chappelle because it was fucked up. I remember the most craziest part of the show. Because he said a bit twice. Yeah, said a joke in like the beginning, and then like maybe 30 minutes later, he said the same joke again, like he never said it. And I was like, oh damn, this is bad.
The worm is faded.
The worm was hitting.
And then somebody stood up, was like, nigga, I took work off of this. And I was like, oh shit, let me get out of there. So I snuck out of there and I got up out of there. And then he was calling my phone after, like, where's Danny Brown at? I was like, man, that was
I got a bone to pick.
Was he
with Danny
mad?
Brown.
I think they are mad at me. Yeah, I think they are mad at me.
Jesus Christ, dude.
You wasted this guy's fucking vacation day.
I'm so
This guy
mad.
called out sick,
man, bro.
This guy called out sick, and you
That
fucked
was
his night
Roscoe
up.
Dash. He took a day off for Uber, bro. You fucked his day
I
up.
feel bad. I feel bad about it because now every time like I hang around with certain comedians or somebody that know about the story, and I'm smoking, like, you want to hit? Oh no! Everybody act like I'm fucking trying to lace them or some shit.
Right. You have a bad reputation.
Yeah, I have a bad
You
reputation.
can't smoke that Danny Brown kush.
Exactly.
You never know where you're going to end up. What about besides being your heroes, like what about the first time you got a big paycheck from the label or anything? What was the first attaboy gift you got yourself for the first big purchase?
First big purchase? I don't know. I guess shit.
Pay off your
A
debts.
watch that you lost eventually.
I mean, that's always, I would say my teeth probably.
Oh yeah,
That was $30K.
$30K on the teeth, dude. That's like that's chain
I mean, I
money.
had very fucked up teeth.
Yes, we're aware.
When did you get the dental work?
I can't remember. Maybe, some years ago, but
Well,
Yeah.
relatively recently.
no, it was a long time. It's been a minute since I had this shit.
Was any part of you like my fucked up teeth are like low key my brand?
I never wanted it to be that. I mean, that's not my thing, but I get it, you know?
yeah.
And I used to hate it, like, when my teeth was real fucked up because, it makes you fucking self-conscious about shit and super. Like, it's nothing worse than having fucked up teeth or, like, seeing a bitch that feeling you. And then as soon as you say one word, she's like, oh, shit. You see her whole face change. Like,
Your teeth are throwing up gang signs.
what happened? Like, she look at you talking, and then as soon as you talk, she's like, so
Taking
it
you an
makes
apple
you,
through a chain link fence.
yeah, it makes you fucking self-conscious about shit. You know?
But did the label or like people around you try to make the teeth like part of your personality or image?
What happened, I mean,
And the hair
I
too and
I
everything?
guess it was. I mean, it was something I did. I mean, I did it to myself. It wasn't like no one was telling me to do that kind of shit, But when I started wearing a grill and I got my fucking diamond grill and shit and started wearing that fucked my teeth up more.
Oh damn.
And I started getting like gum disease problems and all types of crazy
Gingivitis?
shit. Like it was bad. It was really
Fuck,
bad.
bro.
Because what they say is, like I say, now my teeth fucked up. I finally got a grill. I finally look cool and some shit. So I would wear it all the time. I wear it a lot. And what happens is, saliva is pretty much acid. And when it builds up inside the grill and you're just sitting on your teeth, it's pretty much just sitting in acid.
Fuck.
You know what I'm saying? So imagine just like you see me on a plane sleep with my mouth open with a grill on. You get what I'm saying? But I'm really fucking destroying my teeth doing shit like
When
that.
you got your shit reworked, did you get a new grill?
No, I can't
you learned
think
your
of them
lesson?
anything. I'm going to turn them to a wedding ring.
Your old teeth?
Mm-hmm. When I marry my girl, I'm gonna take my grill and make the ring out the grill.
Do you take this tooth to be my betrothed?
Yeah. It's real life shit now. She got to feel the endearment in that.
That's even more like meaningful and special than if you just were to get her.
That's
like
what I
some
think.
other shit.
That's what I think too.
Yeah.
Do the teeth
Keep lying
not?
to yourself, dude. I'm with you, dude.
Do the,
so funny that
Well, but that's what I'm gonna do.
do the teeth not smell like the fucking penguin area? Like
no,
the old
I
teeth?
kept it clean.
Okay.
I kept it clean.
You learned your lesson.
It wasn't
kept
a
it
brushing
clean.
problem necessarily.
No,
It was
no.
some other
This
shit.
is actual. Just that's what it is with
real life
dental.
shit.
Yeah.
If you're to go back and kind of restart, like, or if your rap career was starting today, knowing everything you know, what pitfalls would you avoid?
I just will save every fucking penny.
Yeah? Don't give Dave Chappelle the wax
Don't
worm.
spend no fucking money.
Really?
Yes, that's what it been.
How reckless were you?
Don't spend no money and invest it all.
Mm.
You
How
know?
reckless were you with your financials? Like Lawrence?
I just loved clothes
Yeah?
and drugs and women. That's
You
it.
spent-
That's it right
You are
there.
the ultimate guest for this
Yes.
podcast.
Yeah.
We love all of those
The
things.
top
as
three
well.
things that would deplete
What
your
order?
funds.
What order?
Um,
Is it is it clothes, drugs, women in descending order?
no, probably backwards.
yeah,
Okay,
women's
okay,
trucks
okay.
clothes. What have you spent the most money on? Women.
Ooh.
It's got to be women.
No, I would say, to be honest, taking care of my family.
Well, I meant between those three:
The
clothes,
good shit.
drugs.
No, we don't want to care.
women.
Fucking family, bro.
No, I think more so I gave it away. than
Yeah?
anything. Yeah.
Just
Like
being
a
a
Rolex.
generous guy.
I mean, it is what it is.
How much do you think you spent on drugs in your whole lifetime?
It started coming for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that
After
that's
a
the
while.
problem, right?
That's the pitch.
And then it started, and that's what the excess is.
Right.
People just love to be able to say, "Oh fuck, I sell drugs to him," type shit. That's even kind of happening with me now.
People are enabling you, I believe.
I mean, I guess I'm a trustful person, so they just give me a lot.
Danny, if you
And
want
be
some
like-
if you want some mushrooms, I got you, bro.
I'm done with the mushrooms. I'm done with eating mushrooms.
Oh, word?
For a minute, yeah.
Why?
I just ate a quarter pound in a month.
Damn.
Your mind was too free.
I went through too much shit.
You killed your ego death, died 5 times.
Mm-hmm. No, the craziest I had of that was I did acid and went in the sensory deprivation tank.
Okay.
What?
How
But-
sick was that, dude?
It was terrible because I was listening to the rock band Ghost
Okay.
before I went in there. And so I was just seeing, what he looks like the Ghost.
Yeah,
It's like
dude, he's
devilish. It was just so I'm in there. I'm like freaking out for my life.
Could you get out of the tank or were you like locked
It sounds
in?
like some like Guantanamo Bay level.
I mean, I got out earlier than what I was supposed to,
Okay.
But yeah, never do
The
acid.
session ended early.
Never do acid and get in the sensory deprivation
And listen to
deprivation
Ghosts
tank.
also, by
And
the
listening to Ghosts. Like, it's not a good
I
idea.
feel like the sensory deprivation tank is supposed to like give you the feeling
I
of being
love
on
the
acid.
sensory deprivation tank. I'm saying it to say that is you can actually trip there without taking any psychedelics.
Right.
Like I've done it before. I mean, I would eat like a lot of edibles just so I could be relaxed because it could make you feel, you'll get nervous or scared sometimes.
What's
while
your-
doing it?
What's your typical drug consumption these days?
None. I just smoke
Yeah.
weed really. I mean,
What about how much money do you think you spent on clothes in your lifetime?
I was stealing from the cleaners, remember?
Right. To this day.
I always finessed it. I stole from the cleaners and I get free shit. And most of the shit I like is vintage.
Right.
I just had that bad phase of Balmain and Rick Owens like everybody else. And
Yeah.
I was.
Oh,
You were a statistic in that
Yeah,
regard.
I'm a statistic.
Was that
I was spending way more than I was earning.
on Balmain jeans?
Oh yeah,
was that the
Biker
worst
jeans?
style phase you think you went through in your lifetime?
definitely.
Yeah.
I wore leather for an entire summer, head to toe leather. And
Those must have smelled like a penguin after that summer.
Oh, nasty, dude.
man, I mean, you got to put your jeans in the freezer.
Even the leathers?
Yeah,
All right. Kills the ball stank.
Do you still have that shit? Like, where's that at now?
gave it all away.
Yeah.
I give
Just
it away.
fucking-
Yeah, like my little cousins and shit like that.
In this, he's like, this smells like shit. What the fuck, Unc?
I mean, yeah, but then it's cool.
What's your style now like these days? Is it just kind of like more comfortable? Like Norse Projects, probably the first and only rapper we've had on that was wearing Norse Projects, to be honest.
Yeah. That's a flex.
Really?
Which is
In, like,
they
a tasteful way.
make great t-shirts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, now I think I just yeah, it's almost like not try to stand out kind of shit. Like before, we was always trying to wear the most outlandish big logo
Garish
shit.
shit.
Everyone, we want you to know how much money we spent on this
Right.
shit.
Conspicuous
And now it's
consumption.
almost like just if you know, kinda.
Right.
Yeah.
Like just trying to look as
You're not regular, to be clear.
trying to be
It's like-
normal as possible, trying to still look normal as possible
Yeah.
in public, instead of walking around fucking all leather. You know what I'm
in
saying?
the summer.
And
Looking
big
like
ass boots up to your knees
Yeah.
and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Looking like a WWE wrestler.
Yes,
bro.
exactly. That's what it looked like.
Woo!
That's what I look like.
Walking around like the Undertaker, dude.
And then my hair was crazy. I got a missing tooth. So yeah, it was bizarre.
But But you rated it.
It was
And it was
bizarre.
a look. I mean, and I think that's got to be how a lot of people discovered you, because it's like, who is this guy?
Yeah, it's
Like being an alien or an anomaly, right?
yeah, I talk about that a lot too. I think more so what happened. I think people would see me do interviews and stuff. That's why it's so cool that I do podcasts now. It's
Right.
almost like maybe that was my Roscoe dad.
The shit
That
that
you're calling.
Because people would hear my music, they'd be like, whatever. They'd be like, whatever. But then they'll see me in an interview or something, and then they'll like me from the interview, and then that would make them start to like the music a little more.
They like
Yeah.
the person,
they
Dave.
get to know the man behind the music.
Yeah, I think that's really what it was with me a lot.
The interview you did with Kathy Griffin and ASAP Rocky
Oh,
is
legendary.
a fucking classic.
Yeah, I made it happen.
Oh, that was all you.
Yeah.
Was that
the
a show?
maestro.
I had a crush on Kathy Griffin.
Yeah.
Anything ever happened there?
Nah. She all right.
Oh damn.
No, she's not. Remember, she got canceled
For holding Trump's
whole
bloody
Trump
head.
head. No, what it was, I wasn't cool as Rocky. I the one figured it out, and then she just was trying to fuck around with Rocky, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
Is that
he's
normally what
he's a
happens
handsome
when
fella.
you're around Rocky? Or at least in the past? All bitches trying to fuck Pretty Flacco?
He was trying to fuck all the bitches. It wasn't the bitches trying
He was the machine gun
Yes,
Kelly to your French
yeah.
Montana.
Cuz was crazy. That's my dog, though.
Did he ever pull up to any of those orgies he's always talking about and shit? Like,
Did I ever pull up to the
yeah,
orgies?
to one of Rocky's orgies.
I know, I wasn't invited. They knew what that was going to be. I'm loud, man. I'm not like,
Yo, Danny, keep it down, dude.
Yeah, no,
Trying
and,
to focus.
and I'm doing shit to be funny, so I'm not that guy. Yeah, I'm that guy that'll just be moaning like, "Oh, it's so good."
The class clown of the orgy. dude.
Yeah, that's the type of shit I would be doing because it's going to be awkward. So I gotta like break the ice. I gotta make it all fun. So yeah, I would be that guy. That's
We're gonna clip this out.
Bringing too much wax to the orgy. Everyone's falling asleep.
But yeah, I would be that guy in the orgy. I'm just being loud for fun.
What at its peak? What was like the groupie situation looking like?
Oh, because I would be like banging porn stars I used to jack off to.
Oh wow.
Damn.
So that was
That's
like,
got to be a fucking crazy full circle moment.
Yeah.
Full nut moment.
yeah, that was a full nut moment.
Is that the opposite of Never Meet Your Idol? It's like you do want to fuck your idol.
Yeah.
That is the truth too. Because you been watching this shit like, damn, bitch, you be going crazy. And then in real life, it's like, it ain't like that.
Because she's not working.
Yeah, she's like, that's for work.
She's
I'm
out
like,
of the
what
clock.
are you talking about? I'm like, oh,
You think a chef comes home from the restaurant and cooks?
I know. But I really thought it was like that. They're like, no, I want to be.
That's how they get you, dude.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I guess that was.
They're like, nah, squirt is pee.
oh, definitely is.
Yeah, is squirt pee?
Mhm.
Okay.
Didn't they just confirm that? Is that what the scientist said?
I mean, you can smell it. If you got a bitch that squirt enough, you wake up the next morning.
That shit ain't fucking pickled onion monster munch, dude. I'll tell you that, but
I mean, I don't care. Spray it on me. Spray it on me, man.
Episode title: Spray it on me. What about just like general fans? What's been your wildest fan interaction
Why does fan interaction? I got my dick sucked on stage.
besides being sexually assaulted on stage?
Yeah. No, wildest fan interactions, I would just think, no, I don't know. I can't say.
Getting your dick sucked on stage, was
that's
that like
crazy.
No, it was sexual assault.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were. You were a victim.
I was a victim. I actually think it was the Illuminati government sent to.
it's a psyop?
Yeah, they were sent
False
to
flag?
destroy my rap career.
Wait, real talk?
It's a 50-year-old white lady.
What? Was it
That's how you know.
was it Kathy Griffin?
It looked like her.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
This is why you should have been wearing underwear, bro. If you weren't going commando, then you would have had another layer of
you
protection.
need to be sacked up,
I
bro.
was that was during my Molly phase,
Mm.
so everything felt good.
Yeah.
You didn't bust on stage, did you?
No,
Okay.
You kind of like pushed her away, right? If I remember correctly.
I mean, damn, bro. I know you don't like talking about this, but we're like, yo, we have to ask him.
Yeah, I mean, it was a bad situation.
Yeah,
man.
it was bad.
It's
It was
my
rough.
fault just as much as it was her fault.
Sure.
I'm not putting the
Two-way
blame on.
street.
Yeah, it was a two-way street. It takes two to tango.
Yeah.
Like, I put my dick out.
Well,
That's
we've all been there in our Molly phases.
But I blame Rick Owens too.
Really?
Okay, go on.
Because if he never made these big ass shirts, you couldn't be walking around dick out like that. You know what I'm
You
saying?
ever see the Rick Owens look that he sent down the runway where the model has a little window for his penis?
It's a dick cloak.
Unfortunately, this one model had a very tiny shrimp dick, but it was like a full body length piece that was just had a window for the
That sounds
cock.
amazing.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like to give that guy some credit. That's a big stage to just have your fucking shit dangling on.
Yeah,
It's
and-
Fashion Week, you know?
I mean, I think anybody would be a little shrimpy in that situation.
Yeah, it would have shrunk up a little bit for sure.
Yeah. No,
Shrimp Owens, dude.
fuck that. I'd have been hitting my shit. Like, you about to see this motherfucker full charge
Danny, like, I'm fucking good.
before I hit the stage.
When you walked the McNary show, did you fluff?
I would have been full charge.
Just walk out with a fucking torqued up.
Straight boner. Straight boner.
Shit look like a coat rack,
You ain't
bro.
about to see the weather. You ain't gonna see this normal. You gonna see this like in its fullest potential. What are you trying to do to me?
Is that penguin fully hard? What's going on, bro?
Boner.
Boner.
Danny, rap is such a young man's game. I mean, now we're seeing like guys in their 40s still put out albums and work like such as yourself. But when you're kicking it with like the whole Bruiser Brigade homies, do you ever feel washed up?
Fuck no. I would never feel washed up in rap in general because it's something. I mean, it's still like I love it like a hobby kind of situation.
Yeah.
And what I think now, I'm just one of those lucky guys that I mean, my first album was 30 at 30 years
When you were
old.
30.
Yeah. So, but hip hop has grown with us too.
Sure.
As much as they say it's a young man game, it's still 50-year-old fans of it now.
Do you ever feel like you were ahead of the times? Like you were ahead of the curve too much?
I mean, I guess, but I'm not one of those type of guys that feel like I'm owed something because of that.
Right.
You know how they be like, oh, everybody
Yeah.
fighting the style, everybody doing it. It's like, man,
Or jilted that you were.
I did something good for the world, and
Yeah.
somebody else was to get influenced by it and be able to put their own take and spin on it. Because that's all I did with hip hop in general. All the same people I named, Nas,
Right.
E40, Dizzy Rascal. All I was doing was trying to be like them,
Right.
just putting my own spin on it anyway. So, coming from the era of hip hop, it would always this thing of don't bite, don't be. Everybody want to be original and this
Right.
and that. But at the end of the day, we all influenced.
It's like
from something.
impossible to.
Yes,
to
we're all
purely-
influenced
purely,
from
yeah.
something, you know? So I will say, I think now this is a cool time to be an old guy to be a part of hip hop. Like seeing someone like Jay-Z or E40, like these guys are in their 50s still busting bars.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm growing up with them. It's like, oh, I want to be like that too. 10 years from now, I'm 41 years old.
That's a
10
nice
years from now,
outlook for sure.
I still want to be able to drop a dope 16 if I feel like it, you know?
Do we know when the album's coming out, or is it still label politics?
We still mixing.
okay. But
It's
okay,
still
but
not
that's
finished, yeah.
but soon.
This year? Dark this year? Okay.
Oh, all right.
okay.
We're gonna hear
All
some
right.
shit off
Maybe.
mic.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. We should.
I would love to hear some shit. for sure.
You had the song "Ain't It Funny"
Mhm.
with the music video was directed by our boy Jonah Hill.
Rap
Mhm.
show.
How is he like as a director?
Yeah.
He was amazing. I think that was,
That was a dark video.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fire.
Yeah.
It was like a conceptual. It was like sophisticated. It wasn't just like some cars and
that was right
video
before
hoes.
he did the skateboard movie.
mid-90s.
Mid-90s, yeah.
Yeah, so
and then eventually did he direct the Travis Scott video too, like later?
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But you were
So-
first.
So it was all about he was like trying to test out the cameras before he shot because that was all like VHS,
Yeah.
all them old school 90s cameras and shit. So it was almost like a warm up before he got to do the movie. You know?
Right.
But he was, I mean, just for what that video looks like and the amount of time we spent on it, it's insane to me.
Right.
Like that looks like a weekend shoot. That shit was literally like 5 hours.
Did he reach out to you? Is that how that worked? Or
Yeah, didn't it? I think so.
what was that? Is that like how flattering was that? Was that just like, all right, sure, but like crazy or
Yeah, I guess that's one of those moments where you're like, man, I can't believe this is real.
Right.
Think where you just asked me a question, I couldn't even figure it out. That was one of those kind of times where like, what the fuck, Jonah Hill on the hang with
Super
me
bad.
for?
yeah.
Yeah, like what the fuck is going on?
The fact
And he fucking created. It's probably one of my best videos. It's definitely my best video. I feel like top 3.
not
Grown up is
on a
up
Woody.
there.
You got a Woody for that.
Grown up, but see, grown up, I didn't even really had nothing to do with that. I just showed up and had
The
to
Scion
do one
car commercial?
shot. I
Right,
really
it's like
just,
whatever.
it was like 1 hour of shooting for
Yeah,
that video because
VFX,
they used the kid for most of the shit, so
Yeah,
it
yeah.
wasn't even me.
Mini me.
Oh, the hardest video I did was that fucking Bob Dylan video.
What was
Which
that?
one is that?
You know what I'm talking about? I did a Bob Dylan video.
Were you're Bob?
Oh, I know what you're
Yes.
talking about. There was all those cameos and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're in that. Okay. But
Yeah.
that was like, well, how long were you shooting for that?
That was like a whole day. It was hard. That was like the hardest shit I did. Changing in the van, coming like it was very hard to do that video.
But that's like, I think if I can remember, there's like a roster of crazy people
Mhm.
that are in
Yeah,
that video.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I
it
guess
was.
it's still flattering.
But I was like the main character.
Okay.
Like, when you watch it, like you see a lot of people like pop in or like do shit, but I was like the main.
you're the focus.
Yeah, I was
the
the
lead.
focus of the shit. I was the lead in that
Talent.
shit, and that shit was hard, man.
Do you still have your Woody Award?
I mean, not because of COVID.
Oh,
What?
shit.
I just lost a lot of shit during COVID.
Oh, really?
Like moving from my house
okay.
and
Not because
So-
you're doing a fucking 8-ball and a
no. I mean, it's probably at my studio somewhere.
Okay.
It's probably some stripper's ass in Amsterdam.
Yeah, it's probably in my studio. Yeah, it's probably in my studio though. I just don't know. I mean, just a lot of stuff. Like I just boxed up a lot of stuff and just
Some stripper's uterus is like a treasure cove. just like full of Rolexes and Woodies and Chrome Hearts jewelry.
Y'all bad. Y'all bad. Y'all are bad.
That's
Danny,
that real booty, dude.
You've worked with so many artists across your whole career. They've worked on your shit, you and vice versa. Who's a musician you haven't worked with yet that you would love to work with?
Damn.
What's Astral Project?
And
from
also,
the Toto?
what I don't think people realize is how like well versed you are in genres outside of just rap and hip hop.
It's a long list.
Who's
I
up
would
at
think,
the top?
But as far as which would have been cool, we actually supposed to work with Cuz from Portishead.
Oh shit!
Ooh,
Yeah.
Damn.
Before COVID actually happened. So if,
that's you on your genre bending.
That would be
general type
crazy.
shit.
Yeah, so like Massive Attack type shit.
Okay,
All the like top drum and bass jungle
Right,
producers and shit like that. I would love to have that phase.
just like get busy over a original instrumental. Or
Yeah, all
something?
like the top UK motherfuckers, Tom York,
Yeah.
shit like that.
What about like we talked about how generally speaking rappers aren't the most fun to party with because they're just so concerned about like what the optics are.
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
too.
But do you have any like who are your favorite rappers to party with?
Um,
Like is Rocky fun to party with?
yeah,
Or is he
but
just too busy trying to have
Fuck.
sex?
Well, horn
I would
dog,
say
dude.
I've had my most fun, like my closest friend that I had like my probably most fun was like Schoolboy Q.
Oh shit!
I would hang out with him a lot.
You guys
So-
play golf together?
No, I think that's when he got me out his life. Was that phase?
He switched you up for
Yeah.
Macklemore, dude.
He can't. Yeah, facts.
I got a
Some
tea
shit
time
like
at
that.
6 a.m.
Yeah.
Some shit like that. But I have a great time always hanging out with the Run the Jewels guys.
Oh shit. Okay.
Killer Mike and LP. I love hanging out with
We saw them open for Rage. Dart was in the full Charles Oakley fit at MSG
Oh, wow.
Just paying his respects.
with the Knicks bucket hat on.
Oh, wow. But yeah, I love those guys. They always.
Is that because that's more of like an age appropriate hang?
I
Versus
think,
like
yeah,
trying
that's
to
my-
hang with a young buck.
Yeah, hanging with the younger rappers is a bit intense. I mean, they let you know how old you are quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
Are
like.
they quick with a roast too, like Zaloopers or whoever? Like just fucking.
Nah, I'm good at that shit. So niggas ain't.
I guess you're the
testing me.
boss in that
Yeah, they
regard.
ain't
So
gonna
it's
play
Are
like
they just like
that.
on? Are they trying to do instead of like drink and smoke weed? Are they trying to just do like drugs that we don't even know exist?
Exactly, trying to like impress me.
Oh, because you're the Adderall admiral.
Yeah, and that's what I think happens a lot, and I don't like that.
so it's your reputation
Where people are
preceding
like
you in a
trying to
negative
like,
way.
or even trying to like give me stuff, or just trying to be like try to make themselves feel cool by
Right.
being like that, and it's like, bro, that's
Danny, you want this new shit called fucking I don't know spice ketamine? Like
I'm
remember
like,
all that?
all right, well, let's see what it do.
What? Okay, so I truly believe that your style, your personal style, is criminally underrated, and that like I would today put you up there in like top 5 of best rappers with the best style. What rappers do you think have good style?
Smino,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he's the freshest.
Okay.
Smino, of course, you know everybody gonna put Rocky,
Sure.
and
you like-
Zaloopers.
Yeah. That's. We
Yo.
saw him with some like garments on. We were like, yo, what the fuck?
But see, you know, that's my pride. You know, I trained the boy. You know what I'm
Right. You
saying?
trained him well.
he styled this monkey on a podcast, and it was like a EG vest with like a racist chain and like an MCM backpack.
Oh,
or
this was
something.
Zach, was
Yeah.
Zach Fox or whatever. Yeah.
But he's definitely up there.
He's very underrated and like a next up type
Mhm,
cat,
yeah,
just
yeah.
across music and style. For
Yeah,
sure.
but I would say Z, Smino, yeah, of course the ASAP guys and all them. But man, on just like some cool shit, man, I feel like just like on some OG shit, I always like the way Nas dressed.
Yeah,
Like I feel like just classic, like
absolutely.
you know what I'm saying?
Queensbridge swag.
Yeah, I feel like all those guys like from that era of like Carhartt shit, you know what I'm saying?
And that shit is now
Obviously,
coming back again.
I'm into
like
that
all
shit,
these brands,
yeah.
that's every brand's mood board, right?
Mhm.
You know?
Like
yeah.
the Corner Boy.
And then of course like the I would say all the UK guys too.
Who's number
That
one up
next
there?
level shit.
Big Smoke, Skep.
Stormzy.
Yeah, Skepta probably. It would probably be Skepta.
He's number one.
Yeah. As far as fashion, yeah.
What about that
handsome
little?
man.
What about that little white kid, Dave? You know that kid?
No, Dave's not white. You're thinking of
No.
C.
Oh, fuck. No, not CC and not Dave.
Dave is
like
black.
No, H. But it's AITCH. Yeah,
Mm.
Dart knows.
I never heard of him. I don't know.
What brands are most represented in your closet besides Carhartt, which is obviously number one? It's got to be right.
Yeah.
And then what else is up
Of
there?
Now I've just been buying a lot of like John Elliott t-shirts.
Oh shit! Shout out our boy, John Elliott, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just buy like a lot.
Why are you buying it? You should be on Flow Team. We got to put you in touch with
Yeah,
John,
we'll
bro.
put you on
Okay.
text.
We could actually. That's the one thing we could actually like do for you.
Oh,
That's
that
our
would be,
guy, bro.
That would be so tight.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm in fact just having like plain t-shirts just feel comfortable and
Yeah.
shit. So yeah, like John Elliott t-shirts now. And just getting like vintage shit. Like being in Austin, just going like around with like thrift
Oh,
stores
there's
and
got to
stuff.
be
I just
like you have
found
your pick
some.
of the litter probably right out there.
I found an Astro World t-shirt for $5. And I thought I hit the lick.
Wear it, bro.
I thought I hit the lick. I'm like, oh my God, they mad at this nigga. They put the Astro World shirt in the thrift store.
And you're like, yeah, that's the site of 10 deaths.
Yes, I know.
The
cursed
family
t-shirt.
of the dead kid donated it.
I know.
Like, we don't want this
I feel
cursed
bad
relic
wearing it
anymore.
around. Even when I brought it home, my girl was like, "Why'd you buy that shirt? It's cursed. You know, you can't wear that around." I'm like, "It was $5."
You steal your girl shit. Does she ever affect your style or give you feedback on your style that you actually take to heart and implement, or no?
My girl's from the old school, man. She's
like, here's some Timbs.
So what does she think of? Like, what would she think of this? fit
and she
today?
was raised in Texas. She don't understand none of this shit.
right.
So she see me sometime and she'd be like, "What the fuck?"
She's
Like,
not
why you-"
fluent in
She's
swag.
like, "Why are you trying to look homeless on purpose?" You know. And then she will come somewhere like New York and she'll see everybody. She's like, "Everybody dressed like you here." You know what I'm saying? And it'd be like, "What? What are you talking
It's
about?"
like, no, actually, that's the line at the Bowery Mission. Those are all homeless guys.
I know. So her
Those guys are all aged out, dude.
So her whole shit is like, what the fuck? She don't understand it. But I get that too.
That's how
right?
you know it's fire. That's what we say on the pod. If your girl hates your fit, that's how you know it's fucking fire.
Growing up in Texas is just different fashion there anyway. I mean, you got to dress to be comfortable. It's fucking
Right.
90, 100
She's
degrees
trying
every
to put
day.
you though in some like Wranglers and cowboy boots. And
I mean, what happened to me just living there, now I don't like wearing socks or any type of shoe in general. So I'm always barefoot,
Or like in slides.
walking around wearing.
Barefoot?
I have a vast sandal collection now.
You're
I make
on your Jesus
ribs.
shit.
And now I learned how to make ribs. So I'm just always barbecuing ribs in my sandals in the apron.
you're just on the big. You're in the big on twos. On the
Yeah,
fucking
literally.
chocolates on the grill.
Mm-hmm. Hoka makes the best sandals.
Oh,
too.
facts, dude.
Mhm.
Your propensity for going underwearless is probably beneficial in Texas.
I'm wearing sacks. That was a
Okay,
joke.
all right,
That was
all
a
right.
joke.
It was convincing. Dude.
Oh, I mean, I don't, if I'm at home, I don't wear drawers because I don't feel like doing all that laundry.
That's fair.
You know?
Yeah.
You're only supposed to wear underwear in public.
According to who? What do you mean? Like,
I mean, just
you say
sitting-
that like it's gospel.
I mean, if I'm just sitting at the crib, I just throw a pair of jogging pants on. Why would I waste a pair of drawers?
That's true.
And I'm about to have to wash clothes and doing all this shit, you know? So I always, because you always, I mean, it's one thing to dirty up your clothes, but you can't run out of underwear.
No.
right.
You know, I always got to have some clean drawers in the drawer.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Breaking.
I know I'm not doing right when I look into my fucking underwear drawer and I don't have a clean pair of socks or a clean pair of drawers. You're like,
Yeah,
what's
you're
been, I'm
running
on a bender.
you're running
I'm
on-
obviously on a bender right
Which is what
now.
we're going through right now as you're in your girl's no-show Adidas socks that you wore with Nike shoes. Criminal offense.
Yeah.
You're lucky we don't alert the NYPD.
No, I love that shit. I love mixing brands like that. I was
really?
definitely a part of. I was one of those guys that wore Adidas pants with Nike blazers.
Because it's antagonistic.
With
to,
Nike windbreakers and shit. No, I was a huge fan of
tech
this.
fleece.
I was a huge fan of this UK show called People Just Do Nothing.
Oh, the best, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking,
So
the
yeah,
DJs,
Grinder, MC Grinder, and all
Yeah.
that. So I went through a whole phase where I just wanted to dress like them.
like a comedic clown character who's like not an actual person.
And they were, I mean, it was like a uniform. So they were like wear like Air Maxes, Adidas track pants, Nike windbreakers, polo hat.
Great show.
He had to remember this. I went through a whole phase of where I dressed like this for maybe like a year or two. And so, and the reason why they wore that because they couldn't just wear one brand.
Right. They had to show it all.
Yeah, they had to,
Yeah.
because they weren't getting sponsored by any of it. So they had to,
The full spectrum.
yeah, they had to wear everything.
Danny, it sounds like you have a lot of experience in this area, and you know that you're in one when you have no underwear left. What are the keys to a good bender?
It's never a good bender.
Really?
Like a
Benders
like a-
aren't
like a-
inherently negative?
Yes,
like
definitely.
a strong bender.
Definitely. You just feel so bad after it's over with, man. It takes me like,
But in the moment when you think it's going well,
it always happened by mistake.
you just
with
find
me.
yourself in one like a hurricane.
No, just like,
tornado.
or like recently, I took a shit ton of mushrooms. I went to my homie crib for a party. We tripped out like crazy. Started back drinking. I ain't drink for like 2 months. Started drinking again.
Low-key.
Next thing I know, they got blown. Now we're doing that.
Right,
Next
right.
thing I know, I look up, it's 2 months later.
Next thing you know, you're on the Throwing Fits podcast.
Yeah, still doing the same shit. Like, fuck.
Did you still have underwear though, or were you out?
Huh?
You were out of underwear at that point.
No, I was free balling on purpose then.
Oh,
Okay. So keys to a good bender, just go
No underwear.
Let it rock.
No, that might not be a good idea.
Maybe like if you like Bender, change your clothes in the back. Might be nice to have.
Yeah, just yeah.
Like an emergency
What is
kit.
up with these survival packs with you, man?
You need a go bag.
Yeah.
A blow bag.
What is up with the survival packs, man?
Well, in your podcast, The Danny Brown Show, like you're super honest and transparent about like what's going on in your life, what's going on with your mental health and everything. What's the reaction been from your fellow rappers who maybe aren't as like transparent about like their internal being?
I would say it's been kind of positive from everybody. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people just been hitting me up, like
Good
they love the
feedback?
show,
Oh,
saying
shit.
like it's dope. Yeah, so I mean, I would say it's been kind of positive, to be honest. It's more so than I thought. Like everybody want to come on and hang out.
It's
Right.
pretty
So it's been
revolutionary
kinda
from like
cool.
hip hop that because I mean everyone's so concerned about like, the image and being like the superhero, right?
Mhm.
And being like indestructible, and then you're out here talking about like personal struggles.
Yeah, I've definitely humanized myself to these people
For sure.
which is good too, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to live like a fake perception of myself.
Right.
I guess I'm kind of like telling my story to people now. They
Yeah,
can really,
truth.
yeah, so they can really see who I am. I just hope now it doesn't affect the music.
No, for sure. But like your shit stands in
'Cause, like-
opposition to like Budden or Drink Champs or $1 Million Worth of Game because it's just it's a different thing. It's like its own genre.
Mhm.
And I just wonder if like there would be rappers that would be like, not that they would talk shit like to your face, but like that don't understand it.
No, I think some rappers probably look at it as like a I don't know, like
Hipster?
a cop out kind of thing.
Okay.
Really?
Like his rap career ain't cracking like that. Now you got to
Oh,
do that
shit.
kind of like feel like he fell off to be doing a podcast kind of shit.
What would you say to those?
I would think that.
motherfuckers?
I mean, I always wanted to do comedy, and
Right.
I mean, I'm not doing some bootleg shit from my basement. I'm on
Right.
Wild Mates. I'm
Yeah,
with Tom
yeah.
Segura. I'm with the top G's. So
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
end of the day, I look at it like, I was drafted to play for a good team. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, yeah.
You're
Yeah,
Brady on
so-
the Bucks.
Yeah. So
Well, not
it's
this
like-
year, but last year maybe.
Yeah. So I look at it like that. It ain't like I'm just trying to start some shit on my own from my basement. You
Right.
know,
Because
like
you have
I'm.
nothing else going on.
Yeah.
This isn't a struggle pod. Like this is,
And this is
reaching-
something that we've been building on for years.
Right.
Like he been telling me like he been wanting to do this shit, and yeah. So
You did mention on a recent episode that you're kind of getting like podcast brain, which is something that we struggle with, where you're like doing shit in real life with your girl, with your friends, and you're always just like, oh, this will be good content.
yes.
The worst.
Has that ever bit you in the ass when you're like too forthcoming on the pod?
Yeah, with my girl, obviously.
Does she
just-
listen?
She just cussed me out this morning. She listens to everything I do. I told her to
That's a
stop.
problem.
I told her to stop just
Yeah.
listening to it, but she's like, because I know she's listening to it for negative reasons.
Right, she's
She's
trying to
listening
get
to
you.
it.
She wants ammunition on you.
Yeah, she's listening to it for me to say some fucked up shit about her or
Not
something
as
like
a
that.
fan or as a supportive.
Yeah, she's not listening to it to have fun. She's listening to it to hear some bad shit.
She's
and
she's the ops.
then, and then hear that one thing, and then it's a whole big deal, you know?
What
and-
was like a recent instance where like you
What'd you get
actually
pissed at?
Oh, yesterday I did Legion of Skanks.
Oh,
And I think I was hitting on Janine Garofalo or something.
is your type older comedians? Kathy Griffin, Jeanine Garofalo.
old white bitches
Yeah.
God, I mean, they're fun to be around.
that aren't trying to rape you on stage in the ring.
Yeah. I mean,
Dark confirmed.
So yeah, I said I'd knock it down.
what's so you solicit questions and answer them on the podcast, whether it's through email or voicemail. What's the most out of pocket shit you've ever been asked for the pod?
Most out of pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, anytime something that deal with like race issues or something like that.
Like,
Like, it
are
kinda
they
like-
themselves racist?
No, like just shit like that. Like just like I don't know. It always just makes me uncomfortable. All that stuff kind of makes me
Right.
uncomfortable. Just
Right.
like race
People
shit in general.
wanting you to be like a mouthpiece.
Yeah,
for big
like, I'm
societal
like-
issues.
I mean, yeah, and that's
Well,
just
That segues into my next question. Where do you stand on race relations? No, I'm just kidding.
What do you think of the uprising in Iran?
that's a thing.
No, I'm kidding. I mean, yes, yes, but you can do your Googles on the Uber way back.
No, but so another thing that like constantly comes up on the podcast is on the Danny Brown show. Go fucking stream it right now. Is just getting your ass whooped as a kid, like
Yeah,
whether by your
yeah.
parents or by like just
Fighting all the time. I
bullies,
never
just
was
fighting.
good at fighting.
What's the worst ass whooping you've ever gotten?
Oh, I got fucked up in the Pontchartrain Hotel downtown Detroit.
What happened?
How recently?
No, this is a long ass time ago. I've told this story a few times, but yeah, I was drunk, just too drunk, and I was actually beefing with these guys at the time. We just seen each other
In the
kinda
hotel.
shit, yeah, in the hotel lobby, and I was like these girls I was talking to, and talking to the girls, and all I remember, man, one of them walked up was like, "If you ain't got no gun on you right now, we about to whoop your ass."
That could have been worse.
I ain't had no gun on me.
Damn.
And the last thing I remember, somebody's face just got close to mine. Like he did like a Michael Jackson dance. And before I knew it, they were waking me up off the ground. It was like statues broke everywhere, glass. It was like
Just got fucked up.
straight pandemonium.
So you put up a fight at least. It sounds like.
I don't know. I think I got knocked out on the first punch.
They're throwing you around like a rag doll.
It was a Timberland tree in the middle of my head, like a
It said "Made in China" on your forehead.
bro. It was like a scar. Then when it turns into a sword, then you got to pick it off, and it was just like a pink Timberland tree, it like evolved into some shit. It was so bad, man. So yeah. But the good thing, I will say that I talked about getting my ass whipped on the podcast so much is a guy from a Muay Thai gym contacted me.
Yeah.
And was
That's
like,
You gotta learn how to defend yourself, bro.
it was like, yo, if you're tired of getting your ass whipped, man, you should. I'll give you a few free classes to come and do some Muay Thai.
This is like a gritty reboot of the Karate Kid.
I'm Daniel's son. So, so I've been taking
Daniel
Muay
San
Thai.
Brown.
I've been doing Muay Thai for I think 2-3 months now,
How
and I'm fucking addicted to it.
how
Are you
crazy
nice?
hard are your shins?
I mean, I'm obviously from my first class to where I'm at now. Of course, I'm not nice. I still suck. You know, like even just this past month, we were doing pad holding month where I had to learn how to hold pads.
Yeah.
And I'm holding pads for killers. These motherfuckers is, bro. And you have all the equipment on the pads and all that shit, but still, you feel all that shit. And you go home. I do it on the weekends, like Saturday and Sunday, maybe do 1.5 sessions, and I'm literally sore the entire week.
So it sounds like a gunshot when they're
Soon
shins with pads.
soon as I'm good enough to be like live a normal life again, that's when I got to go to class. So,
If
but it's giving me a lot of discipline because like even on like drinking, like I'll be like, man, I don't want to drink tonight. I got to go to class tomorrow. That shit don't feel horrible, man.
do you still have nerves in your shins, or are those
No,
all dead?
it's only been 2 months,
Okay,
bro.
all right.
But I would say I from the first class that I went to and kick in and learn how to do all that stuff, I'm deaf. I can see an improvement.
Do you have
that's
muscles?
making me? No, man.
You have abs and shit?
No.
He's still penguin body, bro.
I'm penguin,
mode.
man. I'm still penguin.
If you found yourself in that same situation many years ago in that hotel lobby, could you have fared better now with what you've learned in 2 months?
No, what happens is just going to Muay Thai and being involved in that community and that class and stuff, it humbled me, and I never want to fight again.
Oh, shit.
Because you don't know what these motherfuckers got.
Killers.
These motherfuckers look like secretaries, like little 5'8", 5'5"
Accountants.
ladies, like wearing glasses, and will fuck you up out here. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you don't never know who you dealing with out here. So it kind of like, I ain't talking shit to nobody.
Yeah.
I know what it is now.
It's like
You get
never
what I'm
start a
saying?
bar fight with the guy with the cauliflower
Yes,
ear because like
exactly.
it doesn't matter the stats. He's
But
gonna
now
fucking kill you.
you don't anybody. It can be anybody now. Just based on what the type of people I know take my Muay Thai classes is like.
Do you want to like get in the ring and like actually spar one day, or like?
No,
or just,
I'm
or
going
just
to have
train?
to spar because that's what we're talking about now. The thing is because obviously, so they want to like they're helping me to get to intermediate class as fast as possible, so I can be able to go whenever I want. So yeah, we're just trying to get it together. But see, I'm out here for a few weeks. I mean, I was out here for a week. I haven't been to a class
back.
in a minute, so it's like you got to go every week.
I took I lived in Thailand for a year and took like 2 Muay Thai lessons, and that shit destroys you.
Mhm.
It is probably the most intense like training I've ever done for
Mhm.
sure. It's crazy.
Yeah, the thing is about Muay Thai is no head movement.
No head movement. That's the thing.
It's all about being in your shell. Take one to give one.
Okay, and then
All
just
right.
cracking your shins with metal pipes. At least that's how they did in this
Yeah.
old man's backyard
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Thailand.
Yeah, it's that shit.
Besides the Muay Thai, I mean, so with the podcast, like any fan of Danny Brown, any fan of just like an interesting guy with his story to tell, they learn something new every single episode, multiple things. But what's something about Danny Brown that might actually surprise people that you can just tell us right now, whether they're like a super fan or just becoming a fan of you by listening to the only podcast that matters?
I'm so open, and I think I always tell like the most embarrassing shit about myself. Anyway, I probably already talked about it, but I don't know.
Bated breath. Just waiting.
I think for the most part, I don't know. I think now I'll say this. I used to be a cat person.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love
Used
cats.
to be.
Yeah,
What happened?
I went through that crazy divorce, and she took the cats.
Oh,
Damn.
wait, you got divorced or was
I mean, you might as well call it
it?
that.
Okay. It was like that.
Are you a dog person or just not a cat
Yeah,
person?
now I have dogs. I
Out
have,
of spite.
How many dogs?
I
do you
have chihuahuas now.
How many
The
chihuahuas?
cat
I got-
and dogs.
2. I got 2. We had 3. We just had to put one down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was
My
super sad.
condolences.
Yeah.
It was super sad. I didn't know that shit was like that.
What are their names? Your chihuahuas.
Samsung and Ditto.
Okay.
So
Is
Ditto.
Samsung Korean?
No, Samsung white.
Oh.
And he gay.
You have a gay- you have a gay
He's an
white
old white
chihuahua.
gay man. Yeah, Samsung's an old white
Named
gay
after
man.
Korean phone.
Samsung's an old white gay man. But yeah, but I just got Ditto.
Wait, Samson or Samsung?
Samson.
Oh,
okay.
Samson.
Like from
okay.
the Bible.
Yeah,
Not Samsung like the TV.
I call them both.
Not a Galaxy 4X.
It depends. Yeah, it depends on what he's doing, how it comes out.
Depends how gay's being.
Yeah, but Samson. Yeah, Samson. I miss him right now. Where I'm talking shit, man. And that's my boy. He part 2. That's who held me down being in Texas, man. That's my best friend, man.
Like emotional support.
Yeah, and that's what I would say. I didn't
Cats
know
will never give that to you. I'm a
exactly,
dog man
and I would
myself.
say I didn't know that you can have that with animals. Like,
Oh, yeah.
So now it just done a whole different thing
Fuck
with
cats.
me. So I put Ditto. We put her in obedience school for a few weeks when I went to Europe, and my girl, she took a trip to Mexico, hang out with her family.
How did Ditto do?
She became more gangster. It was $2,000 for nothing. Now you can't open a door around a motherfucker. She jumping out. It literally was like when a thug go to jail. Like he hung around more ill criminals, and now she just came back extra worse.
At least did Ditto convert to Islam?
She's a 5%er.
Dog, it's so scary. And I
got a
never.
tear-
Black Israelite now?
She's got a teardrop.
But what I will say, when I picked her up from the obedience school after she was there for like a few weeks, it was like one of the top moments of my life because I never felt love like that before in my life.
the response. that you
No
got.
one has ever been that excited
your
to see me.
girl.
No one's ever been
Not
that
your
excited.
moms.
It jumped on me, kissed me, licked me, just going crazy.
You're free and Ditto. Free Ditto till
She was
Ditto
like
free.
making noises like, like this my nigga back. I thought y'all niggas gave up on me. Like I thought y'all gave up on me. And I took her home, and then her and Samson, they always get into fights and shit. They don't really hang out.
Oh,
but
they beef.
Even when I brought her in the crib and Samson seen her, he went crazy. Like, what? Ditto back? Oh, it's lit. They jumping around. Like, and I never experienced shit like that before. I was like, I was like like a tear. Like,
Wow,
my eyes
dude.
get watery. Like, what the fuck, man?
Damn.
Just to feel that amount. So yeah, I do it for my dogs, man.
Literally.
Actually, who I do it for?
Yeah.
Now I do it for the pups, man. Fuck everybody else, man.
Chihuahuas.
For
Yeah.
the chihuahuas.
Wow,
man.
dude.
For the old gay white dog and Ditto.
I
The
started
hardened
Ditto.
criminal.
I gave Ditto her own
And the
Instagram.
thug.
Really?
Yeah.
Ditto has plug the IG real quick.
Ditto Deuce on Instagram. That's her Instagram. Ditto Deuce.
Dart's just learning. See, Dart's just learning new shit about
Yeah,
you too.
clout going up, dude.
Oh yeah, my dog has an Instagram.
Danny, I looked at this before, but you are so like your knowledge of music runs deep. It's not a mile wide, inch deep. You're not a spaghetti farm. It is fucking deep in every genre. If we went through your Spotify right now, though, what would be the most embarrassing shit that we'd find in your played recently?
Is that ABBA? That Give Me More song?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that a lot. I listen to that a lot.
Classic.
You love Swedish disco?
I've been listening to Certified Trapper.
Okay.
Is that that's an artist?
Yeah, he's a rapper from Milwaukee.
Okay.
Y'all know about the Kia Boys and all that shit?
No. Tell
Oh,
us. Though.
well,
Not familiar with the Milwaukee
Were they
rap
whipped
scene.
Kias? That's their whole thing?
No, Kias, you can actually steal a Kia with a USB stick.
Oh
Wait.
yeah, and
With the actual
Hyundais
phone
too.
charger. So yeah, Kias and Hyundais.
Yeah,
So, but he's the rapper that the sound of this
Got it.
shit.
of the
So-
Kia, the Kia Boys movement.
And it's bizarre. It's bizarre.
What is it like?
I
is
love
it like
it.
hard?
I
Like
feel like he stole a Kia and it had a laptop in it and it had Fruity Loops on there.
and he just like
Stock version sounds. He won't buy any presets. He won't buy no new VSTs. He's been using the same 4 sounds for the entire year, and he kind of figures out how to still make a new beat with the same 4 sounds, and it's amazing.
Are you constantly discovering like new rappers? Are you like still
not
curious
as much
about it?
as I used to.
Right.
Not as much as I used to. That would be my whole thing.
like being an A&R.
That would be my whole thing.
Yeah.
I always want to find the newest, hottest shit, just to kind of like stun on people. Like, you ain't heard this? Okay, you heard it? I would be that guy. It's probably annoying too to be around.
That's you on your hipster shit.
yeah, being that's
It's all ego.
because it's annoying to me when someone's like that. When they're around you, they always just kind of put you up on something. Like, have you heard this?
Right,
What
right.
about this? You seen this?
You fuck with the Kia
It's
Boys?
like, what are you talking? Leave me alone. Let's just be normal.
Let me listen to ABBA, dude.
Yeah, you fuck with the Ford Fiends. Are there any features on the new album that we can maybe
Ooh,
reveal right
What do
now?
you want to say? What can you say?
what are we doing?
It's just Mike, ain't it? Yeah, just Mike.
Okay. Just Mike.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
Mike.
one feature.
Michael Jackson?
No, Mike, the rapper Mike from New York. He's one of my favorite rappers.
Mike?
Yeah, you
know
know
Mike?
about Mike?
No, I don't know
Is he a
Mike.
drill guy? Who is he? What is his
Oh
deal?
no, Mike is he like from the they actually have a
Maybe we're showing our ass right
they
now.
actually having a name
Probably.
for the genre. What do they call that type of style of music? I mean, it's all the Earl Sweatshirt guys, man.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So yeah, but Mike is amazing.
But no other Bruiser Brigade homies.
Oh, Wolf. I got Wolf on some shit.
Okay.
Zaloopers did some shit.
Hell yeah.
You know, but for the most part, nah. It's too personal.
Right.
Yeah.
So a lot of songs
This,
didn't even
this is
make
like
sense.
this is really close to your
Yeah, a
heart.
lot of songs didn't really make sense. I mean, I think the whole concept of the album is that it's just really about me being older and still being in music and like, can I still do this shit?
And
Did part
can
of
you?
Yeah. Did part of you not
I
think
don't
you
know.
couldn't? Or
I don't know. So that's what
we know you can. Come on.
I mean, that's what the album is about.
just like literally figuring
Like,
it out.
nigga, you 40 still doing this shit. When you gonna stop? A guy gonna make you quit?
Would you say that, like, is there any part of you that's like, yo, this could be the last one or no?
It would be a good movie if it was.
Oh, really?
True.
Yeah. I wrote it with that intent, but I know it's not going to.
Do you ever want to get into like?
Because I just made me and JPEG Mafia working on the album right now,
okay.
so it's not my last album.
Do you ever want to get into movie making, like cinema?
like making movies?
Yeah.
that's I will say like working on like movie sets and stuff like that. I would.
Because you were in that. What was that movie?
White Boy Rick.
White Boy Rick.
Mhm.
You were in that. Holy shit! I forgot. About that. You and YG.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great time shooting that too. Yeah,
You see that?
I would like to be the guy in the chair,
Yeah.
directing, you know, something like that. It was
Calling the shots.
just seeing it, watching it, and putting it together because it's not too far from like making albums and shit.
Right,
too.
Right. It's
Like,
macro.
seeing your
like
vision,
you
seeing
start
your vision
big
come
picture,
into life, you know. So yeah.
Yeah.
But for us, me, I think I'm more of a I'm more into writing. So I think
Really?
the next thing for me would have to be books,
Really?
more so than cinema.
What do you want to write about?
Your memoirs?
Yeah, I don't know. I
got
think
stories for days,
I
bro.
want to do obviously like an autobiography kind of thing, and it's only because I'm a huge fan of BoJack Horseman.
Well,
Depressed horse?
you would be an,
And
you'd be a,
Depressed penguin, bro.
you'd be an animated penguin.
I watched me and I used to have an inside joke with this girl. She's like BoJack Brown. She always called me BoJack Brown. Like, and we'll watch BoJack Horseman together. She's like, "This is your life right here. This is who you are. You're
Yeah.
You need
BoJack."
some fan art of someone to like make you as an anthropomorphic horse or
And
something.
remember, like the whole thing with BoJack, how he had the little girl follow him around all the time to write the
Yeah.
book about him. So yeah, I need someone to come and
someone to just shadow you and like, you
You
know.
need a
just write the
stenographer
book.
intern.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Stenographer.
Well,
So I
Danny-
think that's the next thing for me would be
I want to ask you about the area of life that maybe you wouldn't allow the stenographer to enter, which is the next section of this podcast entitled Dead Ass.
Sucking and fucking,
Meats and Cheeks.
sex and dating.
Yeah.
What is this about?
It's about dead ass.
Yeah.
We asked this of every musician specifically. Do you listen to your own music when you have sex?
Fuck no.
Really?
What do you put on?
That's crazy.
Is it?
Oh, if I was to like pick a soundtrack to fuck to, it got to be.
You don't
like,
want Juicy J being like, fuck a PO.
No, it's
fuck a
like
piss test.
I listen like Bjork or like ooh,
You fucked up Bjork?
yeah.
Stroke
I don't
game
know.
all over the place.
Pagan poetry. I'm knocking it down during pagan poetry. What are y'all talking about? Yeah, like Bjork or like
Penis
FKA
poetry.
I mean, to be on some newish shit, maybe like FKA Twigs or something
Oh, yeah.
like that. You know,
It's like sex.
The Weeknd. The Weeknd. is a
Okay,
big,
sure, a classic for sure.
Mhm. House of Balloons. A nigga definitely done got a lot of pussy. The House of Balloons.
Yeah. What's your body count?
The millions. Got to be in the millions. It got to be in the millions. Bro, we talk about it, bro.
You know the
41
one rapper
years.
that's been on this show that says he exclusively fucks to his own music? Big Boy from Outkast.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Is it?
So you know
I
what?
like the way you move.
I mean,
I mean,
you know. So you know,
I don't know if I could get jiggy with that shit.
you do the whip test, right? You listen to your shit in the car. You do like headphone test. He does the fuck test
Yeah.
too.
Oh, that's tight though.
he sees
yeah.
if his shit fucking hits in the bedroom.
See, the thing is, I love music too much, and
to sully it with
so like listening
The
to music,
stank of
I would just be zoning out. Like, damn, how many? What's this BPM? How
Oh.
many? I started getting
What's that
scientific
sample?
about listening to the
so
music.
you'd
Like,
be out of
damn.
your own head.
Yeah,
though.
I'm
That's
not thinking
so
about
bad.
sex no more. I'm involved in the actual act, but I'm sitting
Right.
here thinking about, damn, how the fuck they
You wanna
write this
stay in the
song?
moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
damn,
Also, it sounds like you're as a loud sex haver. You're providing the soundtrack yourself.
yeah. No, to
He's
be honest,
yodeling, dude.
Yeah.
yeah, it's not a soundtrack. I would rather have the sound of other people moaning.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, so-
Teach his own. Different strokes, literally, for different folks.
Yeah. When did you know that you were in love with your girlfriend?
Oh, that's a great one.
Thanks.
I think the first time I met her.
Oh,
Really?
Sight.
Love at first sight.
What was
Love
the
at
Real
first
talk?
sight.
What was the first date?
She's listening right now to catch you to trip you up, dude.
It was love at
call.
first sight, man.
What was your first date?
We went to a festival I played, I think, in Texas.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So she watched you perform to thousands of people.
Was she a fan before y'all like hooked up?
Nah.
She like wasn't even familiar.
Mm-mm.
See, that's
Nah.
that's
how you want it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about
I do love my girl though, so she knows.
as the father of a daughter, you know, and she's 20 now, right?
21.
Yeah,
Crazy.
she's 21
Yeah, she tried to get me to take her to 6th Street. I'm like, I'm not going to 6th Street with you, bro.
on her
We're
21st
not
birthday.
doing that. No, she's already 21. She just
Okay.
she
She want
just,
to party with Pop.
she just came to Austin for like the summer. She stayed with me for like June and July.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, she's woke now.
Oh
Did
shit.
she cramp your style low key when she stayed with you?
No, it's actually a great time. I was actually happy to have her there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, she's old enough to know, but
Does she think you're problematic when you say things like gay and retarded?
oh, she hates me, bro. She says I'm the most embarrassing motherfucker to be around.
But that's
ever.
how every daughter treats their father.
Everything about my music, everything about my style, everything. She's like,
She's
oh
not
my
a fan. She doesn't fuck with the
I hate you.
discography.
I hate
Is
you.
she like a little white? Is she like a little Y2K girly?
No, she's super like black powered out right now.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Like I think TikTok did it though.
Oh, yeah. She got TikTok pilled into.
Yeah, she got TikTok
the
peeled.
algo, dude.
Yeah, I'm barbecuing ribs on the 4th of July. She gonna tell me I'm more of a Juneteenth kind of girl.
She still eat the ribs though.
She won't use hair products and shit. She
Oh,
got
it's
an
all
afro
natural?
now. Yeah,
Damn, bro.
But yeah.
This is a nice little generational kind of.
I mean, it is dope. I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck happened? You listening to Dead Prayers albums or something?
Ooh.
Like, how did this happen? You was just listening.
Hip hop.
Yeah.
Hop.
She was super into anime and K-pop in her high school. So it's like, what the fuck just happened?
She got fucking the third eye woken up. You know.
Yeah,
She saw enough infographics on Instagram.
yeah, I think she hate white people.
What? I mean.
Who doesn't? Am I
Come
right,
on,
bro?
come on. So she's on the right side of history. What red flags do you really look out for when it comes to your daughter dating?
See, that's the thing. I'm never really.
You never
You
involved
don't
yourself
want
in
to
that
be
part of her
involved
life.
Yeah,
by
I just
design. You're like,
never-
it's not my business, or
Yeah, it's like your mom got to handle that kind of thing.
Mm.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
why?
but-
Because you go Muay Thai on somebody's ass.
I mean, it's
On
just.
some poor bastard.
I mean, I don't know. Part 2, I feel like she got a great like sense of like her friend group.
She's got a
the
good
type
head
of
on her
people she hang
shoulders.
around. Like
Yeah.
you
Trust
know,
her. It's like you don't
yeah. So
Except
almost
when you
one
want
of
to go
those-
to
You'd be
6th Street.
detrimental to the process. You're like, I'm gonna fuck this up.
yeah, kind of like let her figure it out. And it's not, like I say, she's 21 now.
But you
So
never
it's
been
like,
you never been like dad where it's like, you know, some dude comes over and you gotta fucking like see how hard his handshake is or anything.
No, I mean the coolest. I only met one guy that she was like, she went to prom with like a little Asian kid.
Was he a Muay Thai motherfucker?
No, this nigga was a nerd for sure.
You're like,
But,
approved.
yeah, I love
Yeah.
him.
This
I'm like,
guy's
it's tight. I was like, it's tight. This type of niggas you like? Hell yeah. I'm like,
That's it.
fuck.
That's your K-pop era.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, for sure.
But that was
Yeah.
I don't know what type of nigga about to pull up. So,
That's like a revolutionary.
bro, she could pull up with Dr. Umar. It's gonna be a challenge. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
Like, yo, boil this onion.
bro?
Danny, how much money do you make?
None. What are you talking about? I need to borrow some money from y'all niggas.
Are the checks bigger in podcasting or in like indie underground hip hop?
I would say to me it's probably similar, but I would say it's just less work with podcasting.
Yeah.
It's too
You
much.
just like what's the process like? Do you just show up and fucking
Mhm.
monologue?
Just show up.
No prep. Just go
Yeah.
fucking off the dome.
I mean, like you say, I got the podcast brain now, so I'm
Right.
writing shit all week for the show.
Right. You're like
I'm
taking notes and
always
shit.
constantly like, think, I got to talk about this on the podcast. Got to talk about this on the podcast. You
Yeah,
know, so
yeah.
it's always that. So I mean, like you say, we working on it pretty much all week before
Yeah.
we can do it. You know, but
It's
when I show up, it's
inescapable.
pretty much me just riffing.
You do be riffing. So we mentioned that the top 3 money pits are drugs, clothes, women. But what do you like to spend your hard-earned money on outside of those 3 arenas?
Family.
Yeah?
Just taking care of my family, man. I think that was like one thing that I always feel bad about because, you know, me being on TV or they see me in magazines and shit, and they will always think I had more money than I actually have.
Right.
You know, they would look at
That's
me
the
like I was-
optics. That's the optics of being a superhero
Well,
rapper.
perception is reality for motherfuckers.
Yeah, so they looking at me like I'm rich, and it's like I'm not really rich.
I'm working.
I'm doing good for myself,
Yeah.
but I'm not a fucking gazillionaire.
Building the Danny Brown brand.
So and then you know everybody want to get taken care of, and they ask you for stuff.
Was that
and then-
ever like tough for you where it's like motherfuckers that you love and you care about like feel like low key maybe let down? because
ruined
they
a lot
don't
of
understand?
ruined a lot of relationships.
Really?
Because when you can't do it for them, and then it's
They blame you.
and then it's one of those things where if you do it for
Oh,
'em,
Danny Greedy.
it's going to kind of come back again. Like
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying? Like So you got to kind of like cut it off at the head, kind of, you know?
Now that you're planting a flag in the comedy, podcasting, content world, are motherfuckers coming out of the woods once again? To be like, yo, what's up? I see the streams. I see the numbers on YouTube.
Yeah. No, now
numbers don't lie.
I mean, now I'm just kind of like, I don't live in Detroit no more. No one has my phone number. It's like, it has to be like a big deal, like something. And that's really how I feel with it, you know? Like, I don't, like, because I would feel like I'm being taken advantage of in some sense.
Right.
Like somebody will hit you up and there's like a big problem, like, oh, I'm about to get evicted or something like that. And then
they manipulate you emotionally.
And then you give them the money. Next thing you know, you see them, they on a vacation in Hawaii or somewhere. And you're like, what the fuck were you talking about?
They got some chrome jeans on.
Yeah. Now you look up and it's like, oh my God, dude. So, and that's what it was a lot of times.
Are there any people now that are like, that do the thing? And this happens to us very sparingly. So I'm not saying it's the same with us and you, but like, are people like, yo, I saw the pod, it's popping. Like, I would love to come on. Like people trying to like manipulate you in that way to get the platform.
No, I want people to come on the show. I would love to have a lot of people on the show. That's what I'm struggling with is having guests. Come to Austin. What are you talking about?
I was like, yo, if we could have Danny on, we will fly to Austin to record with you.
Yeah, we would go.
Done deal. Done deal.
All right.
I put y'all up and everything. Hang at the crib with me.
We're not that popping. We're like niche.
It doesn't matter, man.
Like I need a week's worth of content. Let's
Bro,
go.
what are you talking about?
F1 Grand Prix coming up.
Oh, yeah, that is a big deal in Austin.
Yeah.
You can't get a hotel room during that time.
No, well, we were trying to go.
You got to get Lewis Hamilton on the podcast.
Bro, that's too much. That's too much going on.
Who's your dream guest that you'd love to have on the pod? Besides
Dream
BoJack
guest.
Horseman, the animated sad horse.
Besides Will Arnett.
You should have Rocky on, bro.
That'd be incredible.
Little reunion.
I don't think he's friends with me anymore.
Damn.
That's like what? That just like time went by. It happens. It's
He's got the Fenty.
No, he's the homie. Rocky's still the homie. I'm just talking shit. I know.
He's a good guy.
Mhm.
Dart saying that Rocky mentioned Danny on his Drink Champs appearance.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember that clip. Yeah.
You
say
real recognize real.
You saying like you're the funniest dude he knows? Yeah,
Most
there it
unique
is.
motherfucker he knows, Danny Brown.
Yeah.
Have him on, bro.
Motherfucking hybrid.
Patrice O'Neal.
Oh, well, R.I.P. I'm fucking
Still got to get a person I can't actually get. But yeah, I would Patrice O'Neal, man.
the king, bro. The
But
goat.
do you want to have other comedians on? Like, is that the
Of
goal?
course, yeah, that's the goal. Yeah, that's the
Rogan?
goal.
Would you have a Rogan on?
I mean, I can't.
You should go on Rogan. You should do Rogan.
I mean, I think it's happening. I think it's
Oh,
about to start happening. He's been talking
ooh.
about me for the last few.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You getting name dropped?
Yeah, he's been.
You see him out?
I've been getting the Rogan effect.
You see him out? You see him out in Austin?
I see him all the time. One time, I hung out with Rogan, blackout drunk for 2 hours, and I don't remember the entire conversation.
Well, he's not sober. I know he smokes, but is he?
No, he drinks.
He drinks. Okay.
But yeah, one time
He
saw
drinks
him,
like a fine scotch, I'm sure.
we were hanging out in the club together, like a comedy club or whatever, and I literally just talked to him for like 2 hours and don't even remember what the fuck I said to him. I just woke up the next day and my girl told me, like, you know, you was talking to Rogan for like 2 hours? I'm like, what
Does
did
he
I
know?
say?
Does Rogan know like the music? Or does
No.
he only know you because of like Tom and?
No, they didn't at first, but they all been starting to check it out since they know me now. And they all will come to me like, oh my God, you're so fucking talented. I
White
didn't
people
know.
do love you, by the
didn't
way.
know.
In terms of like rap, like think about like when you were at like your pitchfork peak of love. Like was that? Oh, by the way, was that ever weird to you? So this is a Pusha T thing that he says a lot, where it's like he's like, listen, I understand that like at least his crowd. He's like, yo, I do a show. It's a lot of white people. It is what it is, but they support me, so he doesn't like begrudge that. Have you like? What do you think about that? Like having that white fan base. Like, is it weird or is it like I accept it and I appreciate it?
I mean, I feel like if I tried to make music for a certain crowd of people, that wouldn't be true to myself.
Right.
So, like, me being like, ain't no niggas at my shows. Now I'm going to try to make I'm going to make a song with Glorilla now. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't think like that, you know? So I just make the music that I make and whoever likes it, likes it. And I can't really judge that. I can't really be like that because I used to sell crack to corn. You know what I'm saying? I tell people this all the time. I'm
To
like,
Corn the band with the K and the backwards R?
Yes.
Jonathan Davis?
Yes.
Ooh. Oh, you didn't sell crack to the band members of Korn.
Yeah, I'm saying it.
Let's correct.
Oh, that's
Okay,
it.
okay,
Crazy.
okay,
I used to sell
okay.
crack to corn. Sounded crazy. You're right. My bad.
You were listening to
Yes, in
Korn
my
while selling
Walkman.
crack. Okay.
That's how Jonathan Davis was yodeling,
yeah.
bro.
No.
You sold crack to Fred Durst.
And all my homies was listening to No Limit and Cash Money at the time.
Right.
And I'm sitting there. So I've lived a different
Your
type of life.
soundtrack to selling crack was
Korn,
Freak on a Leash.
System of a Down, all that shit. Incubus.
Yeah.
Damn, System of a Down?
Thank you.
Wake up!
Bring up the best. Incubus is like fucking
Satellite?
Morning Drive.
Wherever
you want,
the most peaceful crack dealer in Detroit.
With open arms and open eyes.
This is very much the era
every
of-
Sunday. Every Sunday I would put that album on.
The era of
right
white-
in my fucking, bro, sitting on the crate on some wire shit with the fucking tape and a Walkman. Like, sitting on the crate on the stoop. Whatever you want.
Did this help your Did this help your crack dealing career?
No,
that
I was
you were
never
like-
good at it. I was never good at it.
Where were your biggest like gaps in your crack expertise?
What do you mean, biggest gap?
Like were you not a good salesman? Do you not have the product?
Because I just was a sex addict and shit. You know, you offer a blowjob.
I had an appointment with Danny 10 minutes ago.
I was giving away too much free crack.
For the blowjob Betty.
Yeah, for the blowjobs.
Okay. All right.
I was selling crack for blowjobs.
So, but, I mean, your body count was going up. Your blowjob body count.
So
It was
crack whore
disgusting.
was your greatest customer.
They loved me.
Crack sex worker.
They loved me.
Yeah,
They loved me. But yeah, I wasn't good at it. And just with everything that comes with living that lifestyle, once you get really deep into that shit, you actually become a crackhead yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not showering. You're staying in this one place for 3-4 days.
Favorite drug of choice of all time. With imagine there's no consequences associated with anything. What is your favorite drug?
I mean, I'm going to say weed.
Yeah?
Because weed is what it is, you
Okay.
know? But I mean, yeah, weed.
Yeah,
We'll just
okay.
give it that weed.
I saw that jaw move a little bit. Okay. Weed.
Danny, what's the brokest you've ever been?
Oh, shit.
Outside of like being financially dependent on like your family, like when you were an independent adult, what's the brokest? you've
No,
ever been?
gotta think I didn't really make it till in my 30s and music and stuff like that. So it was a time in my life where like living with my mom in like my 20s. And I could just see the look of disgust in her face every morning waking up.
Oof.
Me asking
Never
for
wanna see that.
cigarettes and shit like
Never
that. She
wanna see
like,
that.
you need to get a job. I'm like, man, I'm gonna make it as a rapper one day.
I'm too
Mom.
busy getting blowjobs.
I got my fucking this one I had stopped selling drugs because
Okay.
I had a shit ton of warrants.
Okay.
Like I would get like a whole bunch of like loitering tickets from like hanging out in front of stores and shit, but I would never go to court on them. So anytime I came in any type of police contact, I'm going to jail.
Right.
So I always had this hanging over my head. So I stopped selling drugs and I moved back in with my mom and shit and just I bought a 4-track and an SP 303. Started like trying to like looping beats and like just started making music and doing that kind of stuff. And she was just so like, oh my God, you're terrible. Like
You suck, dude.
like bro. Like,
So seeing that,
Don't
seeing that-
quit your
seeing
day
that-
job,
Seeing
Danny.
that disappointment in your mother. Well, he did quit
it
his day job.
hurt. It hurt. It hurt so much.
That
Like,
was the
every day.
brokest you ever been when your mom was
it hurt so much.
disappointed.
Broken emotionally and
Because the
financially.
thing was like I had all these warrants and shit.
Right.
So I couldn't like go out and get a job.
How'd you get out of them?
I
Was it
couldn't-
statute of limitations?
No, I actually just had to go to jail. I had to go to jail.
How long were you in jail for?
Yeah, what was the
I
longest
did a
bit?
year. I did a year.
Damn. Bro.
Is that how you and Ditto kind of bonded? Like just, you both
No, this is a long
graduates of
time
the
ago.
incarceration system?
She smells your incarceration.
I think I was locked up for 2007, the entire 2007. I
Damn.
think.
That was a good year. No, it wasn't. That was last year Bush. Last year Bush.
Yeah,
You came out for Obama.
It was 2007, yeah. So, but yeah. But no, I think it was the best thing that ever happened to me, though.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Before I went to jail, I was like I wasn't this guy for sure. I was like more like, I don't know, like shy.
Oh,
Like,
really?
I wouldn't talk. I wouldn't.
You really
like,
blossomed. You really blossomed in
I
prison.
had to.
Yeah.
If you ain't talking in there, niggas gonna punk you. Like shit gonna happen. You got to speak up for yourself. And got to be vocal about shit. You
What was
get
like your
I'm saying?
main like survival skill? Was it just like being the funny guy?
No, actually, rap music.
Yeah.
It's because
You were spitting for like dudes inside?
That's what it'd be. I wouldn't tell you it'd be like that. But what happened was on my rock, everybody has, that's what they call it. What your dorm, wherever you station. They wanted to rap so much. Like my rock boss, the biggest, strongest motherfucker on the boss, they would fucking sit in their fucking dorm and fucking freestyle rap like all day.
Were they trash?
And
Were they good?
Super trash.
Really?
So it was just fucking, I'll be sitting there watching I'll be watching TV, hearing these niggas rapping in there. I'm like, man, these niggas, and it got to the point, I held it in for like 3 months.
Right.
And then one day I was like, you know what? Fuck y'all.
Yeah.
And I went in there and just gave them the 50 clip. Like, Cassidy punchlines. I mean, that bitch like a smack DVD. Like, and after that, they like, oh my God, we got this nigga.
The rap
So
god.
then everybody just
Yeah.
super
rock
embraced me
god.
like that. Like, even he was like, man, because the best job to have in jail is registry.
Yeah.
He was like, man, when I get out, when I leave registry, I'm gonna give you my job. boom, boom, we got to hook up when you get in the world, Snoop. They called me Snoop back then. I was in jail.
Because you were like tall and skinny?
Yeah, and I had long French braids and shit. So they just,
And you rapped like him too.
No, I didn't.
Or just meaning like you were nice.
I'm trying to think back then. Oh, that was like my Jay Dilla, Guilty Simpson, open mic Detroit phase.
It was different. Like,
So I was rapping
different
like,
voice too and everything. Or
yeah, it wasn't that high pitched shit for sure. I was trying
what
to like,
made you go with the? Because I feel like you have such a distinctive, incredible, iconic rap voice. What, like, how did that even happen?
the high pitched shit. It started with the first time I heard Eminem.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Yes, the first time I heard My Name Is, just that shit. I'm like, oh, this is going to be the style of Detroit rap. So I just started studying him. No, I'm just saying the actual style of how it sounded. Because you got to think every coast, like East Coast rap, West Coast rap, down South rap. I'm like, So when M came out and he was blowing up from Detroit, I'm like, oh, this is going to be the sound.
Right.
This is what people are going to be expecting Detroit rappers to sound like. So I just wanted to study his shit and I started rapping like that, just trying to impersonate him, to be honest. I mean, obviously it turned to something else.
Your own,
you know?
wholly your own,
Did going to prison give you like the actual confidence that you could be a good, like a successful rapper?
I mean, my rap shit was already going, kind of, before I went to jail.
07, okay.
Because what happened was, I used to come out here. I used to literally take fucking Greyhounds. This is before, like, cell phones and shit. I'd be at Port Authority on a fucking payphone, calling my homie. I had to go to fucking, but he was an A&R at Rockefeller. And what it was that I would come out here for, like, maybe, like, a weekend or something, but I would record an entire mixtape on other rappers' time.
Right.
Like Cameron would have a session booked at Sony Studios.
He showed up 2 hours late.
And he wouldn't show up, and then we'd sneak in, knock out a few songs, order some fried
Put it on
wings,
Cameron's bill.
put everything on it, and then when it
Hop
come,
a Greyhound back to Detroit.
and I was making mixtapes like that before I went to jail.
Before Freaky Zeke.
So I already knew, and I would be around them, and they always be like, "This nigga nice, this nigga nice." But I was like a dirty bum to them niggas. I'm like a nigga from Detroit.
You smell like the
too.
bus.
My fucking braids, nappy braids.
Greyhound here.
Yes, like
Smell
I
like
was.
a
So you
smell
got to
like a
think I was
penguin.
like a bum ass nigga to them. So
Yeah.
they never.
But they knew that you had the fucking, this talent was there.
They
That's
knew I was an
crazy.
ill nigga. Yeah, I've been around everybody. I remember like sitting around Dame Dash listening to my whole shit. Like,
Really? What
And
was
he
his,
was like,
feedback? What do you think?
I think it was when the whole shit was going down, when it was about to split.
Yeah.
And he listened to my whole shit, and all these niggas says, "Good luck, get money."
That's great advice.
And you did.
Yes, that's the crazy shit
What a
about
title,
the story.
dude. Good luck, get money.
Yeah, that nigga should tell me, "Good luck, get
He's like,
money."
I got some other things on my mind.
Yo, that's ill advice from Dave, dude.
Well, listen,
He wasn't right. I mean, he wasn't wrong.
That works.
Because I think at that time he was like, "Man, it's nothing I can really do. I can't really help
I'm
you."
a little
Like,
busy right now.
yes, like I got a lot of shit going on. Yeah, good luck, get money, man.
Were you rapping under the name Danny Brown?
Yeah, always been Danny Brown.
Well, Danny, I don't know if we can offer up enough advice as good as Dane Dash did, but we would love to offer up some constructive criticism as like grizzled podcast veterans, where you're like obviously killing it, relatively new to the game though. We've been doing this, edit this for like in one form or another for 6 years now. So we would love to offer up some constructive criticism. Take it or leave it before you get out of here and you get on with the night. I'll go first. So you heard my bars in the intro.
Mm-hmm.
Can you be my fucking rock boss and maybe give me a feature on the album or something? Like, I need to get out of here. I need to stop podcasting with this motherfucker. I need an exit strategy. Put me on the new album.
I don't think that's going to be
Sign
the
me.
out. I don't think that's going to help anything. I don't think that's the out right there. That's
You don't
not
think
the way to
D-Boy,
go
you
about
don't think D-Boy Pinoy is my future?
it. No,
Okay. All right. Well, okay.
no.
I think I have my answer.
Yeah, no, that's not going to help. It's not going to help.
Danny, I feel like I'm going to regret asking this, but when your boy Heems was on the show,
Himanshu.
yes, he was kind enough to close things out with a little Throwing Fits themed freestyle, no pressure. But would you want to take a stab at
Fuck
one?
no, y'all tripping.
Oh, Danny, can I get a 16?
I had to ask, bro. I knew the answer. I still had to ask, bro.
I'm 40 years old. It's hard, man. It's hard.
Can't afford
man.
him.
Yeah, we'll play some songs.
We're gonna play
after
some
this.
Wait, so when like the dudes in prison were rapping, we're like, my name is Rock, and I came to say I'm the best damn rapper in the USA.
No,
Was it
no,
like
that's
that
the
type
way,
of shit.
That's the way I rapped in like fucking kindergarten. and shit.
No, not you. I mean the other dudes in prison.
No, it's almost, I feel like Master P or something. Like, coming from the city where nobody hate me. We're going lately. I mean, like, what? These niggas in there tripping. Like, they were like putting on full like Tupac plays or something, man. Like, what the fuck is y'all doing in there, man?
From slam poetry.
Yes, it was.
D-Block,
Yes,
bro.
it was like that. Because they were older too.
Yeah.
But that's what I told y'all at the time. Before I got locked up, I was going to like open mics. That was my thing. I was like the Detroit open mic guy. Like, so I
Like
just
the
had
king.
freestyles on deck. Like I'm writing raps just to go to the open mic.
Acapella or over beats?
It don't matter. It don't matter.
All right.
I got something for it.
Danny, where can the kids follow you on social media? What do you want to plug? Talk about the podcast real quick.
Go off, King.
Okay, everybody, can find where you can find all podcasts. Wild Made Studios, The Danny Brown Show. Also, all my social medias is X Danny X Brown X. Follow me. I follow
Is it better financially if people stream on YouTube or on like Spotify, Apple?
Yeah.
I think you get the full picture when you watch it.
Yeah,
More
for sure.
so
With
than
the green
listen to
screen in the background.
It feels like it's a YouTube pod versus this is where an audio.
We're listening and more.
We're an
But
audio.
I was listening on Spotify too, and it definitely does still hit there.
So
To be
yeah,
clear.
shouts out.
Danny, thank you for coming on.
Thank you guys for having me.
Legend
Sucking fun.
podcast.
Honor me.
Appreciate you, man.
Jeff, take us out.